We got a couch.
Cool thing, it pulls out. I know.
He gets out there fucking What's wrong with you?
You know what I'm saying?
Boys.
Speaking of that,
You let me up a little ice.
Dude.
I forgot to ask you before the intro.
Oh, turn that ice.
No matter where I sit,
turn
I'm
the ice
always
ball.
on. Oh yeah.
Shout out to
I'm
D-Money
always
for that
like
ice
a
ball.
bartender again.
Hey, well, you're the one who put the ice bucket near you.
Yeah, shout out to one of our sponsors, Danielle Money, for getting us an ice bucket. We've said it in the last 3 podcasts, but we can never post
all
them
got
because
to
they, it's not. We've tried to do 3 of these in the past couple weeks, and just for I think
So
we were
finally and officially, Danielle Money,
Thank
thank
you
you for the ice bucket. It's
Yes.
beautiful. We love it. We use it every time. We've used it on 4 podcasts now, but
And you
none
just
of them
haven't
made
been
it
able
to
to.
the internet.
We were just destined to do the
I
show
just want some
first.
ice and a little rum in there. I can do my own soda. So listen, I had to laugh the other day. Okay, everyone here knows I'm not a big football guy, but we got to get this out of the way. I had to laugh. Me were hanging out at the house the other day, and who'd they play? The Eagles played who? The Giants.
Yeah, they
And-
annihilated the Giants.
And we're cracking up.
It wasn't even.
Oh, it was a
it
little
wasn't
bit
even,
before
it
that.
was
They
a
haven't.
football game.
They hadn't even
Like a
played
high
him.
school
We hadn't
game.
even played him yet. We had Nolan over here that day, and Nolan, my Taylor's son, my stepson, he's a big Giants fan, and
Oh God.
we're sitting here and we're shooting the shit one day, and
Which what he means is I'm talking shit.
talking
Yeah.
12
mad shit to a 12-year-old kid, mad shit, and Lav goes, I don't know why the game even has to happen because everyone in this room knows who's going to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl,
The Philadelphia
the
Eagles.
Philadelphia Eagles.
Lav goes, oh, that's cute. We get 2 bye
Hit the
weeks
gong.
to start
Philadelphia
the
Eagles.
fucking-
Hit the gong, Lav. Philadelphia Eagles going to the Super Bowl.
Bro, they should have just wait till the Super. Give them 4 bye weeks.
I'm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They probably just, after they went 14 and 1, they probably should have just let them.
Dude,
coast.
honestly, I want to, and I don't want to be a dick, but I do want to see the 49ers go. Just because I'm fucking impressed with Brock Purdy, dude. He literally is fucking.
49ers are scary.
Dude, they are scary, and I think it's even scarier that they've got this quarterback who should not know what the fuck he's doing. And he's literally fucking going on this tear of
Look at Nick
beating
Foles.
pretty fucking good teams.
Yeah, look at Nick Foles.
He's the only fucking quarterback to beat Tom Brady in his first start, which is super impressive.
Rookie.
Yeah. And
Only rookie. If he makes it to Super Bowl, he'll be the first rookie to ever go his
dude,
rookie season.
He's doing some impressive shit, man. And
but that defense, though, it ain't
Okay,
just him,
listen.
dude. That 49ers defense is gross.
no, hold on. So I
No.
don't think they're going to win. I think the Eagles are gonna fucking smoke, especially after watching the past couple NFC playoff games. Like the Cowboys and 49 was a terrible game. It was terrible.
It was
both
bad.
both of those fucking teams looked like they were just lost, and the Eagles look so fucking poised playing against a divisional rival. I just don't see that game going with the 49ers winning it, but I'd like to see them win it.
Well, dude.
I also hate the Eagles because I'm a Cowboys fan.
Well, you got to
bring
always
up
go
that-
for the underdog, too. It makes for a more exciting round.
yeah.
But to say Purdy's doing some impressive things, like nobody's ever beaten Brady like in their first start, or whatever. That'd be like saying, "Oh yeah, dude. Well, I beat Nolan Ryan in his last start." Well, yeah, he was 65
Yeah,
years
he was
old.
50.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not vintage Tom Brady.
No, I wouldn't say that though because it's still
Tom Brady.
How can you
still-
not say it like that? He's
still
207.
Not because this guy was literally the last one picked in kickball. Yeah, like, keep in mind too. He literally, it's not like he was like a 3rd or 4th rounder. He literally was like the last guy sitting there in the bleachers, and they were like, "Hey, who's the last team to pick?
Look,
Okay, you're
can you
on
throw a
that
spiral?
fucking team." Yeah, dude.
Dude,
this
he
guy
wasn't
had,
sitting in the bleacher. He was
No,
sitting there.
no.
He didn't even know he was in the draft.
That's
He
what
goes,
I'm saying.
"What?
Like
I'm
this
in the
guy,
draft."
Tom Brady was the same way. Tom Brady was like
and
third
that's
string,
exactly what
yeah.
I'm saying though. There's something about the way this story kind of like I genuinely think Purdy's probably going to do pretty well in the NFL for years to come, and it wouldn't happen if Garoppolo didn't get hurt. Same way with the fucking
Tom Brady and Drew Bledsoe.
Yeah, exactly, dude.
Yep.
So there's something about the
Same
fact
thing with Tony Romo.
the
Tony Romo was
the
a fucking
fact that
miracle
he-
story.
Well, so listen, the fact that he was taking over a team that was already looking playoffs, but still had to fucking pull his own, and is continuing to drive them to the fucking championship game is very impressive.
Yeah.
Is very fucking impressive. You know, you can say
Dude,
that
you
he's
know what I
got
just
the fucking
realized?
good team and stuff.
know
Now,
what I just
again,
realized?
I do think. What?
Yeah, but the Cowboys
Drew
played
Bledsoe
bad.
set up Tom Brady and Tony Romo's career.
Yeah. No, I know. Isn't that fucking hilarious?
Yeah, it was so bad for the
And,
Patriots.
and if you
He went to
compare the two
Cowboys.
careers, you're like, who the fuck is Tony Romo?
But dude,
Yeah, you know.
No, yeah, Bledsoe.
You're
was
like
a-
that announcer.
Bledsoe was a fucking animal.
no,
Yeah.
dude, the Cowboys played bad. They should have
Terribly.
You know what I'm saying? Like if he was playing anybody else that was in the playoffs, that game that he they're not winning.
Here's the thing,
Cowboys
though.
played that bad.
The
And
Eagles
also
could
did-
play terribly next week, and they could go to the Super. That's what
They don't do
football
that.
is. No, they do though. Like that's what football is. Is that like any fucking given Sunday, the fucking Jaguars came back from goddamn 27 points. Like that shit doesn't happen very often.
I know, I'm
but
just so
anything can
goddamn
happen
biased.
in the fucking playoffs,
I'm
man.
just so biased.
Dude,
You're right.
I'm very biased as well, and I'm a huge Cowboys fan. But when the Niners won last night, there was a part of me that was like, dude, they fucking deserve to win this game, and I'd like to see them fucking keep going, man. Like,
Well,
you know
dude,
what I mean? Like,
I do, and I was listening to a lot of. I had to go to back and forth from Syracuse today, and they were talking about just how poorly the Cowboys played, but also how
bad the coaching.
well, no, just how much of a better storyline it would have been had like a lot of these guys didn't. These radio guys don't like the Cowboys, but they wanted them to win because it would be a much better
Well,
matchup the next day.
well,
Yeah,
yeah,
you know
well,
what I'm
because
saying?
you get the NFC.
divisional rivals.
And the first time we played, Dak was hurt, Eagles won. Second time we played, Hurts was out, Cowboys won. You would meet to go to
the starters hadn't collided
Yes,
yet.
exactly.
Okay,
So it
yeah.
would have literally been like the two quarterbacks of these teams playing off for the first time all year to go to the Super Bowl.
Right,
and I was
yeah.
like, you just can't fucking write a script better than that. Like that's how it has to
Oh,
happen.
if anyone could
And we
write,
couldn't
if anyone
even-
could write a script better than that, it's the NFL.
Oh.
Yeah, but
The
yeah, but I'm telling
NFL
you,
writes scripts.
You're like, have you
buddy.
seen Avatar?
The NFL know who's going to win the Super Bowl for the next
Spielberg.
10 years.
Yeah.
Spielberg?
All right, now listen, I gotta ask because I mean you can keep it short and sweet. I don't need you to yell at me, but as a Cowboys fan, you got to reiterate on those 4 missed field goals, man. You got to tell me how you felt.
They weren't even they were extra points.
Actually, that's what I'm saying. Whatever. Yes, you know what I mean.
Like freebies,
Dude, so that
What kind of emotion were you and your brother feeling
Dude,
at that time?
honestly,
because they were up by 85
it was
points.
it was the best.
true.
No, seriously,
You know what I mean?
it was
That's
the
true.
best game to have a kicker have that leeway to miss those extra points
He
and
had
still
room
be
to
able to
breathe.
win.
Yeah, he had room to breathe.
Yeah, but then
not even close.
But then
you
you're
know what I
coming
mean?
in.
No, like,
it
Yeah.
really wasn't.
It-
No,
it
wasn't.
had no effect on the game whatsoever.
But then I was talking to Alex yesterday. I was like, dude, you realize if he makes his first 3 field goals today, like yesterday, and then it comes down to a game-winning 30-yarder, they're probably gonna go for it.
Well,
'Cause,
dude-
like you can't trust them after
Yeah,
that,
no,
man.
dude.
Like you can't fucking if you can't hit it in 15 minutes left in the second quarter, what makes you think you're gonna hit a fucking game winner with all the marbles on? the
Yeah,
line?
I'd
You know what's
be
even-
calling up the second string other dude from Purdue or
Yeah.
something like
No,
that.
no,
Let
listen
the
to
punter start kicking.
Yeah.
Listen, it gets even crazier than that because the final score was 19-12.
Yeah.
So had the Cowboys in the last 40 seconds marched down and scored a touchdown, it would came down to an extra point to send the game into
overtime.
Wouldn't that have been
no,
insane?
no.
And you
I
could have
said
been a
they
full-
would have
and-
went for 2 to fucking
You
win
think
it
so?
all. 100%.
They would have had to because it
They
could have been
would've had
it could have been a 2-possession game, but it turned into a field goal like he
No,
said.
no.
That's
It was
crazy.
the last drive of the game. So either if you scored a touchdown, all of a sudden the score is 19-18. You either kick the extra point and send it to overtime,
or tie,
go for 2.
Yeah.
And especially a guy that's missed 5 of his last 6
7.
I'm
extra
saying
points.
Yeah.
that situation
Yeah.
would have not happened if he made the field goals.
Exactly. The whole,
It would have been
whole
a
dynamic of the coaching of the game
They
has
could have
changed.
they
when you
could have
miss that.
scored a touchdown and then
That would have been-
then the extra point would have been out of reach. So would have the 2-point conversion.
Dude, I was laughing with my brothers when we were watching that game because like you missed the first one and you're thinking like fuck, like whatever, like it happens every once in a while. You missed the second one, you're like fuck, 2 in a row. You step up for that third one and you're like there's no way,
Yeah, you're like,
right?
this
And you
doesn't-
hit it, you miss
no
it. You're like,
one's
what
seen that.
the
That's never
fuck?
happened. I don't think
So
it's
what do you
ever-
say
Then
after the
step up
fourth
for the
one?
fourth one? You're like, dude, like, am I seriously about to miss this 4 times
Dude.
in a row? Like, I feel like you just start getting in your head after that.
Listen,
and
I
you're
feel like
fuck,
after the
man.
And
fourth
then-
one, you just gotta accept it and be like, I just witnessed history.
Yeah,
just
seriously.
get happy about
Yeah,
it.
you're like you as a kicker, you're like I just made kicking playoff
history.
history.
Yeah, just get hype about it.
And then his first one last night gets blocked. But did you see?
Oh my
it was
God,
gonna
I heard-
miss anyway.
oh my God, I
Did you
heard
see
that.
before they even
Best case
blocked it?
scenario was it got blocked because
Yeah.
he would have embarrassed himself.
Yo,
It was
dude,
that far out,
bro. It's supposed to go end over end. When he kicked it, it started going like this way, and it
He
got
would have missed
blocked.
by 30 fucking
Is
yards.
he on drugs?
Dude,
He's probably
so-
just nervous.
There's he's been in the league for
well,
fucking.
Yeah, but the
Yeah.
whole week, the only thing anybody's ever talked about was like, yo, I can't believe homeboy missed 4. You could.
Yeah,
put
I
a
can
hand-
understand.
So I know
I can
you guys-
understand that. Like, yeah, the internet's in your head, the world gets you. But God, dude,
Yeah.
you've been kicking a football your whole. How does it get worse?
You guys also didn't follow, I'm sure, the Cowboys last year. Dude, he was very inconsistent. He would bang 55-yarders every time and then
Yeah.
miss like a 20-yarder.
like I said, I'm not a big
Like,
football
it was
guy.
just
so.
like, so he was very inconsistent last year, and we were all like rallying. Like,
But he had
get
a great
fucking
season this year.
Dude, he
was
fuck-
50 for
dude,
53, I
He
saw.
played. No, that's what I'm saying.
and all
though.
of his misses were in
no,
that
that's
game?
what I'm saying.
No,
he
before the
played,
playoffs. In the regular
he
season, he was
played
50 for 53.
So incredibly terrible last year. We
But how
decided
many?
to
But
keep
how
him
many
around,
did he
and
miss from 25
crushed.
yards?
No, he crushed.
He had
all
a
year.
great
He had
year.
a fucking out of the park season.
No, that's what
And
I'm
then
saying. You said he went 50 for 55 or something like that.
Yeah.
50 for 53 on extra
And
points.
how many of those were over 30 yards?
Well,
No,
those are
those
just
are extra
points.
Those are 33 yards.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but still, if a 33-yard field goal is not guaranteed. Like you can
No,
miss
that's what
those
I'm
left-
saying. So
and
if he missed
fucking-
5 field goals, how many of them were over 40 yards? Those
Yeah.
are all his misses were extra points.
Yeah, but he had a good field goal kicking season too. I mean, he was probably
They track him
80,
differently.
84.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm asking.
He's probably
Yeah.
84% for field goals.
So out of
you
the
know what I'm saying?
out of the 50 he made and the 5 that he missed, were all those
3.
extra points?
all those were extra point, but then he had probably another fucking 30, 40 just like field goals that have like different stats.
Right,
So,
okay.
yeah. So, but
So the dude's money.
dude, he's fucking money. And Dak actually had said
Dude,
something because
I give
he
Dak
played.
dude, go ahead. I'll let you
Because
go.
the week before they played the Redskins or the Commanders, the football team, whatever you want to call them, right?
Comanches.
Yeah, right. And they got fucking beat. And no one expected him to get beat. And Dak played like garbage. And then when he missed those fucking 4 kicks, Dak literally went into a press conference. He was like, dude, like I'm the biggest Maher fan. Like I played like shit last week, cut him some fucking slack. He's gonna come back and like be good, you know?
Yeah.
And I thought that was a very good fucking like leadership.
Oh,
Like take
100%.
accountability,
No.
be like, guys, did you see how I played last week? He's fine.
Yeah, no,
like
that's-
don't fucking
That's captain mentality.
yeah,
He's like,
yeah.
no.
I thought that was cool.
You know, because when Dak says it, it's the fan base that follows him. You know what I'm saying? He's the superstar. You know what I'm saying? So if Dak says, like, I have my full faith in this man,
Yes.
the
Yeah.
fan
Everyone
base,
else can
they're
rally
gonna feel
behind it.
comfy.
Yep.
And
you
you
know.
should. And I listened to his press conference after the loss last night, and he was. And dude, like I'm an Eagles fan, so I hate the Cowboys. I think what. But his post game interview after they got beat last night, Dak said. He goes, yeah. He goes, there's those 2 throws. I wish I could get back. You can't have that in a win or go home game. He goes, it's on me. I feel bad. He goes, I can't believe it. He goes,
You're talking about the 2 picks?
He goes, everybody else in that locker room that worked their ass off and played their ass off all game and all season. He goes, yeah, this one's on me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
like,
dude,
you feel bad. You let him
Do
down.
you guys watch the whole game?
I
or no?
like. I
Like
haven't watched
play-by-play?
a full football game all
I
season.
missed the first quarter and a half because I was watching our show.
There was one play where he fucking threw it to CeeDee Lamb, and he was just so covered. CeeDee had to like dive full extent, got his fingertips on the ball, incomplete pass. 20 yards to the left, T.Y. Hilton was wide open, had fucking 5 steps on his defender, open field to the touchdown. He literally would have caught the ball, took 3 steps, and walked into the end zone. CD is full extent and gets the fucking incomplete pass, and it was like, Dak, if you literally would have turned your head 10 degrees to the left, and that's the difference. That's the touchdown that would
Right.
have made it 19-19
Right.
and not 12-19. So you needed the you know what I mean?
or
Like,
2019 had he not missed that extra
exactly,
point. You know what I mean?
exactly, man.
So
So
it's
it's
T.Y.
fucking
Hilton on the Cowboys. How did I not know that?
literally like fucking. They signed him before the Green Bay game.
That's the thing about football, bro. Like it could be like,
Yeah.
say you play for like, like the Lions or like fucking the Browns
Your entire
or
career, like 12, 13 years, and then
for
you
like
just,
or the Colts.
Yeah.
Like baseball, like there's a trade deadline. By like halfway after the season. Football, your team's like
You're
it's like
locked.
week 17.
So-
No. They're like, you're good on this team that's not in close to the playoffs. You can come with us.
It's
Trade.
weird though because they're like there is a trade deadline.
just get
but
rid of
then
you
they
any
can,
given
there's like
time?
loopholes for
Yeah.
it where they can like trade for like draft picks.
Well, that's
or
why you
but
like
it happens
fucking-
way
You need to
more
get
in
managed-
football
yeah.
than in any
Yeah,
other
your
sport.
contract's got to be solid.
That's what we were talking about the other day, though. It's like teams aren't even like drafting for Super Bowls anymore. They're waiting to see where their team is at, like week 8 or 9, and then they're like, "Yo, we got a legitimate shot. Look at the rest of the division. What if we pick up this wide receiver who hasn't played all year,
Yep.
like T.Y. Hilton? You know what I mean?" And they
Yeah.
start piecing the team together week like 10 or 11.
did-
You didn't see that 10 years ago.
a little bit
you
off
didn't.
topic. I'll just for a second. Did you see Pete Alonso went up for free agency just to avoid arbitration?
A lot of guys are doing that.
Yeah.
I didn't see that. Yeah,
I don't
what's
think
that?
he can do that though.
Yeah, apparently it's a loophole because people are doing it. Yeah. He goes up for free agency. He could probably have a verbal commitment with the Mets, like obviously I'm going to stay. You know what I'm saying? But put me up for free agency, skip arbitration, then you sign me to my off his rookie contract and do his pro. Skip it.
I'd have to do some more research on that because if that was the case, because why would I
let an arbiter tell you how much I'm worth when you know how much I'm worth? I'll just go for free agency. We're gonna sign that big ass contract that I want, that you want, because you want me. I'm fucking 26. I'm not a stud.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call that free agency.
Skip it.
That means he's probably only susceptible to offers from the Mets, his team that he's currently on.
Either way, it's a loophole. He found it. He doesn't need to sit in a room with an arbiter.
No, yeah, that's okay. Yeah, that's anybody can do that, but that's why
not everyone's doing it though. But he did it.
It sets an example though.
Well,
you know what I mean?
It's going to change the
That's
game.
why, like Judge did his full 6.
I guarantee they'll make a rule about it soon.
That's why Judge did his first full 6 years with the Yankees and then went up for arbitration, and they offered him money. He goes, nope, I don't want that. I'm going to bet on myself. But look at guys like Fernando Tatis, who'd only been in the year for 2 years, and he still got a 14-year deal
because of the arbiter.
No, not even an arbiter, just because they're like, okay, we know we want you. We don't want you going to free agency. We don't want another team to offer you money. Yeah, here's what we're going to give you. Do you want this or do you want to keep playing? He goes, nope, $400 million. Yeah, I'll take that.
The arbitration's a crazy thing in baseball. Like you go your rookie contract, you get 4 years.
I think it's 6.
6 years. Okay, so I thought it was 4. I thought it was only 4 years. You get like $400,000 a year for 4 years. Then you're eligible.
Judge came up at the end of 2016 and then didn't sign until this past offseason. So that's end of 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Yes. 6.
So
17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
You get signed to the MLB out of college, right? You go pro. You get a 6-year rookie contract, and then you have to go for arbitration after that. And what arbitration? He just explained the shit. Basically, you got to sit in a room with a guy
if they
tells
don't,
the team you're with how much you're worth.
Well, no, not quite.
It's kind of like that. It's like an analyst. It's like,
no,
okay,
the
you're
team
old. You know what I'm saying? You got
how many seasons you got
injury
left?
history. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, I think he's worth this much money a year. And then they take that all in consideration. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you got to sit in front of like a council.
Well, how it works is the team will offer you at arbitration X amount of dollars for your last year.
And what they compare and contrast?
They'll be like, okay, here's what we're offering you. And then obviously the players be like, okay, well, I think I'm worth this.
Right.
And then the arbiter comes in and says, okay,
statistically, on paper, you're worth this.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And then they find the middle.
Huh.
But like, yeah, you literally an unbiased opinion comes in and tells
a third party comes in.
Yeah, a third party. That's what an arbiter does. It's an arbitration period. It's crazy to think about.
That is.
But
it really is. Yeah.
But a lot of players find a way to avoid that. Like, okay, so
Alonzo,
your agent will be like, okay, like, do we really want to have some guy come in and like this guy's a big part of your team? Do you really want some third party coming in and making it sound like you don't think he's worth what he is?
Why don't you just offer him
like
the
that's
money?
just bad for team morale. You know what I'm saying?
Imagine you work at a company for like a year and it like raise period comes around and you're like, hey, like can I get a raise? And an arbitrator like he steps out of the class. He's like, not so fast. I think you're only worth 33 grand a year.
Like, hold on, that's not good for anybody.
He's got like a
you know what I mean? Like,
he's got a stack of paper.
Fuck you guys.
He's like, well, you were late
3
times.
Yeah, right. Like, and I don't like that. Like,
But like
you had a death in the family, had to skip work for a couple days.
Right,
I don't know about that.
But like left-handed pitching owned your ass last year, bro. Like
they literally sit you down and point out all your flaws. You think you're worth this,
right? Dude,
you need to get off your high horse.
But they find like that meeting. Like he said, it's not like the arbiter has like the final word.
No, but they kind of
because the team offers the contract first, and then the player can either say, "Fuck, dude, did you just see the season I had?" Like, I'll put myself up for free agency right now, and I'll wait for the Dodgers to offer me $21 million a year. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck you.
And that's what happened when they were Judge. So what had happened was the Yankees offered him $220 million, something like that, for like 7 years. So it was about $30 million, just shy maybe.
I like how casually we can say 30 mil.
We're
just throwing it around.
In baseball, that's pennies.
No, I know it is. But in this room, it's 30 million.
Especially,
you know,
it's 30 billion.
No, it's not. Because here's the thing: if you have to also understand. Sorry,
the tax.
The
taxes
in
they
New
pay
York
by
State. If you play for the
crazy.
New York Yankees, say he signed that, he's only going to be seeing 16
30% of your money.
Go play for the Florida Meth Heads and you're fucking getting 100%.
It's like 49.5% in taxes. So he's only getting.
You did the math on the person idea. Like Aaron Judge just signed a $40 million contract. You know what I'm saying?
He's like
he's going to see
21 million.
He's going to see 22.
That's crazy.
21
21 after tax.
So here's the thing.
That's crazy.
You get half your money.
the
in
thing
New
is,
York State. Say you're playing in fucking Texas.
Yeah, if you played in Texas,
or
you'd be getting
yeah,
39 million
that's
a year.
crazy.
You know, it's ridiculous.
It's so weird how we can fucking draw these lines. Literally, like, yeah, there's a line between Pennsylvania and New York, but there really isn't.
But I mean,
then fucking,
but
if
there
you play
is.
baseball,
But
in
in
that
baseball,
state,
there's
like,
legacies and shit. Like people
there's
like baseball.
not, though.
But
Like,
no,
if you
there
like,
is.
kids want to be Yankees their whole lives.
No, I know that.
Aaron Judge is willing to take 50% of his money to stay a Yankee.
Yeah, no, that
Well,
makes
here's
sense.
there's
He
a
could
lot
have
of
went signed in California and
But
kept
no,
90%
he's right.
of his money.
He's right because California's got a lot of taxes too.
I'm
but
well,
you know what I
but-
mean.
No, hang on. Let me finish this real quick because there is a certain benefit that comes by being a New York Yankee. Like, so yeah, maybe Judge's salary from the New York Yankees is only going to be 51% of what his contract says, but by just because of the
Endorsements,
fact that
Nike.
he
He's a
plays for the
Yankee,
New
he's gonna
York
be-
Yankees,
yeah.
Yeah.
Pepsi's going to give him a shit ton of
He's
money.
gonna be doing
Yeah.
Subway commercials.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
He's probably gonna win a World Series. in the
yeah,
next
dude,
few
he's gonna
years.
get
Yeah,
a
it's-
shit
it's
ton
gonna
of
be
money.
Oh,
like
the second
that.
he wins the World Series, he'll have a signature cleat. He'll have a
Yeah.
signature outfielder's
He's
glove.
already
Yeah.
got
He'll have
all
a-
that
yeah.
shit.
Yeah, no, that
He's-
makes sense.
Dude, the kid's going hand
I
over
guess
fist.
I guess what my mindset is like
He's
it's
27
weird to
years
me
old.
that if he were to play for a different team in the same league under the same contract, he gets different money because of the way those state
Right.
taxes
Yeah.
work. Like that's so weird to
and
me.
you wouldn't be half as famous.
It's yeah.
you
no,
ask, you ask
I-
anyone like,
and
yo,
I
who-
get that.
You can play
too.
for the White Sox all you want, but like,
Who's
you
the-
ain't gonna know.
Ask anyone on the planet who's the best. Who's the superstar of the New York Yankees? Aaron Judge. Okay, who's the superstar
So
of the Cincinnati
I knew
Reds?
that. I don't even
Right,
fucking watch
exactly.
I don't know.
baseball. Yeah.
I mean,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
So
I don't know.
I would say
I mean, Votto's ass is way too old now.
That's
but
what I'm
yeah.
saying. Like
Yeah.
there's just levels to that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
It's a business, bro.
No,
It's
no,
just
no,
like
I get-
anything
yeah,
else.
yeah. And I get all
you
that.
got guys that
And-
get no TV time. They probably sell 50, 60, maybe a couple hundred jerseys a year, and they're still making $8 million a year on the New York Yankees, and they start 45 games a season.
Yeah, but the arbitrariness doesn't end at baseball, though. Is what it, like if you go
Oh,
to
no.
that's what I'm saying. Like
Oh, that's
it's,
a thing
it's
in
so,
other sports?
It's no. I'm not,
Not
even
only in
saying
other
just
sports,
like,
and in other business, everything,
so
bro.
I- like-
Arbitration's a very
like
real
if you
thing.
if you look at the United States from you don't see all the state borders, you know what I mean? And then you fucking zoom in, and if you're standing in Pennsylvania, fireworks illegal. You drive a mile in New York,
Going to jail.
You're like, dude, I was just fucking 40 steps that way and I was good to go. They're like, yeah, not anymore, motherfucker.
Crazy.
You crossed that imaginary line that we made up, and now you're
Dude.
playing by our rules.
They'll
Like
look at
that's
a-
so weird to me. You
Yeah, they
know
look
what
at
I
a
mean?
trunk of fireworks like you got a pound of it's from
Dude,
Blow.
like pound of drugs. Yeah,
Yes.
it's fucking
Listen
crazy.
to this. Listen to this. You ever seen the movie Blow?
Yeah, it's from Blow. When
Mm,
Johnny Depp's in court and he gets busted, they're hauling that fucking tractor trailer full of pot.
Pot, yeah.
And he gets busted and he's sitting in court and he's like, "Listen, judge." He's like, He goes, "Realistically, what did I do?" He goes, "I took a bunch of plants and I moved them over an imaginary line."
Yeah.
And she goes, "Well, unfortunately for you, the imaginary line was real, and the plants you bought with you were illegal."
Yeah, yeah, but it's like because somebody 100 years ago decided that, and we're still like they wrote that with a feather, and we're all just like, yeah, okay,
Yeah,
Let's
they're
fuck- you know what I mean? Like
They wrote that with a quill.
that, yeah,
Nice.
that's a Joe Rogan
That was
joke, but
nice.
still, it's fucking like you literally like if
it's real.
He says that like if the forefathers came, they'd be like, you didn't write any new shit, you're still following the same shit we wrote 150 years ago. Like shit changes a lot in 150
and also a
fucking
lot
years.
of a lot of shit doesn't change because cigarettes kill what 40 million people a year. Pot doesn't kill anyone. You can buy it at a gas station.
Right. Yeah. Well,
I also think that's bullshit. By
Wicked
the way.
bullshit.
No, I think that people die because of pot.
I
if-
disagree.
no. So here's the
No one's ever got emphysema from smoking too much weed.
Nobody.
Stop being
Nobody has died from inhaling the smoke from cannabis.
Nope.
What
Right.
they'll do is maybe develop a fucking mental addiction, get super depressed, and
Can't
kill
sleep at
themselves or whatever. You know what I mean? Like
Well, that's not-
or
that's better.
Yeah. Well, no, that's the thing though. Like. Because they'll say like death's related to alcohol, and that could be the people who will like get drunk and drive and kill themselves,
That's what I'm saying.
or the people who straight up just fucking choke on their vomit after getting fucking drunk. That doesn't happen with like you can fucking literally kill yourself by just smoking cigarettes.
Or
You can
just
kill
drinking.
yourself
You
just
can't
by
get-
drinking.
for sure,
You
but
can't
get
kill
weed
yourself
poisoning.
by
You can get
no,
alcohol
smoking.
poisoning.
No, listen to me.
You can get intoxicated and die under that intoxication, but that's not a marijuana related.
Well, you went
death.
through it. You woke up in the hospital one time.
Yeah.
Bro,
You ever
oh,
done
yeah.
that with weed?
Bad.
You
Never.
Can't,
Never.
You can't tell me that when they do the numbers for alcohol related death that they don't put in drunk driving numbers in that. If people drive
No,
high,
100%.
you know what I'm saying?
100% they do, but do you know why? Because you expel alcohol so fast. If I get
One drink an
fucking
hour.
annihilated tonight in 48 hours, I won't have any more in my system.
Yeah, look at me. I didn't sleep for a couple
I
days.
could smoke right now and then stop. 3 weeks later, if I get in a car accident, I'm gonna have weed in my system,
Yup.
and they're gonna assume I was under the influence, even though I wasn't.
Yeah.
That's why they can't. That's why they can't do that. Because you can't.
But it
you can't,
happens.
You,
It does happen.
100% it
Yeah.
happened. I'm
You know
not.
what I'm
I'm not saying that it
I'm not
doesn't.
saying zero weed-related deaths.
Yeah,
but,
no,
but
no.
the margin
I'm-
is so.
I'm
it's so
saying you
big.
can absolutely be under the influence.
I won't discredit that.
You
at
can
all.
be
We're not
under
discrediting you either.
Yeah. No, you can be under the influence of cannabis and die due to being under the influence, but
Right.
you cannot die strictly due to intaking cannabis, which you can with cigarettes or
Oh, for
booze.
sure, 100%.
So that's where the line is drawn. And then again with weed, like
But you see what I'm
don't
saying
know.
with how those numbers get skewed?
100%.
know
But
what I mean?
but they have to be skewed because of the way our body expels certain drugs.
But then I feel like,
Like-
it loses credibility if the numbers are skewed like that. You know what I mean?
Yes,
All
and
numbers are
yes.
Obviously, yes, 100%. Cigarettes and booze are way worse for you than
Yeah.
weed. I'm not denying that at all.
And
but
which one's illegal?
federally.
Right. It's
Yeah.
people
now,
are
and
wising up to
like
that
I said, now,
though.
because
They
there's a lot
are.
of money in that shit.
Yeah, that's exactly
It all
it.
comes
though,
down to
because,
the dollar,
Because
man.
dude, the
That's
amount of people I've met in my life that wanted nothing to do with weed just because the government said it was bad. It was like, is that how you live your life? You
Yeah.
literally say it. That's crazy to
Dude,
me.
That's
Like,
how I lived the first
the only-
27 years
but
of
then
my
I
life,
feel like you
bro.
experienced it and we're like, yeah, it's not for me.
The only reason the government's not.
You know what I mean? Like some people will
Yeah.
literally like, I have never smoked a day in my life. It's like, are you proud of fucking being conditioned?
For
like,
real.
like it's like,
live a little.
I don't know if it's about proud of being
Dude,
conditioned.
the government would fucking endorse heroin if it wouldn't kill off their customer base.
no. No, here's the thing. The government does endorse heroin through morphine in hospitals, just
Oh,
not
yeah,
through the fucking
pharmaceuticals.
needles
Yeah,
and spoons on the
they do it
street.
the cool
That's
way.
what the CIA does.
No, they
You know
that's
what I'm
real,
saying?
though.
No, they
that's
just give that
legit.
shit away for dude. There's literally
legit.
I know.
It's
there's
fucked.
radio commercials that are saying, hey, if you're gonna shoot up heroin,
Come down here and get clean needles.
get
yeah.
the clean needles, and make sure you have a friend who's not doing it just in case.
Yeah.
You know what they say to potheads? They say,
That's on
don't
the-
do
that's
that
on-
or we're going to arrest you.
That's not on like somebody's pocket. That's on the
on the
public
radio.
radio.
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, no, I know.
I hear it every day.
It's crazy.
Yeah, every day.
Well, it's crazy too because you remember fucking watching TV in the early 2000s, all the anti-weed, dude. They were literally trying to
Above the
fuck-
influence, that
dude,
bitch melting in the couch.
Dude, they literally came up with the most stoner commercials to fucking get people to not smoke. It's like, dude, the only way this commercial would be better if I was high.
Dude,
Because they'd rather have you doing heroin. They
even
want you
back
doing
before,
that
though,
shit.
like in the 60s
Dude,
or
did you
like
see-
the 50s and shit, there's literally books that's American literature. It's like weed will turn you gay. That like the media
dude, yeah.
like went out live and like told like if you smoke pot, you're gonna turn
Dude,
into one
this
of them gays.
this is actually
Seriously,
a real
that's
thing.
real.
No,
That's
do you
Maybe
know?
back in like the 50s.
Dude, that's what I'm saying.
No,
but that
listen-
but at one point that was a real thing.
Listen to this. This is fucking crazy. So the reason weed is called marijuana, and it is because when they were trying to outlaw it, white people literally passed a law saying Mexicans were smoking this new drug called marijuana. Literally wanted to make it sound Mexican, and they said, and Mexicans are smoking this drug and thinking they're equal to white people. And white people were like, well, we can't have that. So they made these laws literally outlawing marijuana, not realizing that they were using hemp for everything, for fucking rope, like for everything. So then
Pillowcases and shit,
then
yeah.
the government was like, hey, you can't use that anymore. You voted to outlaw it. They were like, what? They were like, yeah, that was the stuff that Mexicans were, and they were like,
Y'all
oh
fucked
shit,
up.
like take it. I don't want
Dude.
it. Dude,
I
literally
didn't know
that
that.
was in the 1930s.
I didn't know
and,
that.
And in the 2020s, there are still people like, you better not be smoking the devil's lettuce. Like, it's fucking crazy to
I
me how
touched the
that,
pad. Did it
how, no, we're good. How that amount of conditioning can literally, because keep in mind, if you were alive in the 1930s, you couldn't fucking Google what weed was. All you had, like, you got a newspaper at your fucking front door and it said, like, this is bad, Mexicans are bad, whose side are you on?
And if you smoke it, you're gay.
Yeah, literally. And they're like, well, fuck it, I guess I never have to try that. And then I'm going to tell my kids not to try it. And then their kids will tell their kids not to try
I
it.
didn't know that. Unreal.
It's fucking nutty, dude. Yeah.
Dude, fuck Mexico.
I was hoping you would say that.
Yeah, well, we both went on vacation there, and that
Listen,
place sucks.
No, dude. Listen, dude, you ever hear this story?
No, but I love that this is how it started.
I got no problem with Mexicans themselves, but fuck Mexico
Yeah, don't
and
go
their
there.
cops, bro. Listen to this, dude. This is a real fucking story. This happened to me back in March. I went down. It was Jair's bachelor party. So Jeremy.
Oh, I got you.
We all went down to Playa del Carmen. So we flew into Cancun, drove an hour to stay at our hotel. Bro, no, dude.
Our palm tree resort
And dude,
In
dude, this is real life, bro.
in marijuana.
Yeah.
I'm
I
sorry.
gave you the button. You got it.
I'm not hitting it. Go ahead.
So the hotel was cool. But dude, it was in this wicked, sketchy part of Mexico. And dude, I'm talking like
Is
Like-
there a
like-
square
like-
foot that's not?
like we didn't stay, this wasn't a resort in Cancun. Like this was like a hotel in Playa del Carmen. And the second you stepped off the stoop, not the resort,
Third world
the
country.
stoop of this hotel, graffiti and weird little. It looked like a map in Call of Duty kind of thing. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
was on a 5-star
You're-
resort, and same
Listen-
thing. Step on the soup, packs of wild dogs.
You're
Dude,
like,
all over
you're
the-
like, what in the Family Guy episode is this? Like, it literally like a cartoon, right? You're like
100%.
a 5-star hotel. You walk outside, it's fucking just chaos.
like you wouldn't believe, bro.
yeah.
Like graffiti all over every building. This nice hotel, graffiti the nearest my eye could see. Humvees driving by with I'm talking
people
blue
hanging out the windows with
AK-40.
AKs.
Bro, I'm not. This
No,
is
it's
a
real.
joke.
Fucking
It's not a
way,
joke.
Listen to this.
dude,
I
that's
swear to
crazy.
God.
Have you ever been?
Never.
Dude, so
Never.
so-
It is like it's nuts.
I've been to other like countries, like I've been to like Costa Rica and Panama and shit, but never Mexico.
Dude,
so
it's
listen to this,
bad.
bro. So then it was my first. I hadn't been in Mexico for 4 hours, bro. And we're all out, like like they had like live music like on these strips and shit, and we're at like these bars. You know me, I love my pickle bags, bro. So we at this bar, and it's they close like America, like 2 a.m. bar or our area anyway. 2 a.m. bars close and shit. I walk up to the bartender. I'm like, hey, I'm like American. Like, can I are you guys allowed to sell me a bottle to go? She's like, yeah, we could do that, but in like their native tongue.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right.
Espanol.
I'm like, how much like American? And she goes, types it in like her little like calculator. She's like 260, and I go, that can't be right. Like no way. Like a bottle of Jameson.
$2.60.
She wanted me to be like, yeah, okay, I'll pay that. I'm like, no, that's not right. And she goes, oh, let me try again. Does again. She goes, $68. I'm like, all right, bet.
That's a lot
for
better.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I grab a bottle of Jameson.
You're like, what is that, pesos?
Oh, they play the tourists.
Oh, dude,
like
the
a fucking
barter
fiddle.
game. Yeah, you've seen the fucking
Yeah.
videos in
It's
China
work.
and shit.
You got to
They're
assume
like,
everyone
yeah.
going to Mexico for vacation got money.
Yeah.
Fuck
So
'em.
Yeah.
So
Well, the American dollar is the currency exchange is so different.
I think
too.
it's pretty much equal right now.
Well, in Mexico it might be, but in some fucking countries you go out and if you have like 40 American dollars, you're
like,
fucking
yeah, it's
rich.
$5
Like,
grand.
It's
It's
crazy.
$5 grand,
Yeah.
yeah.
Anyways,
So, it was me, one of my buddies who happens to be a New York State trooper, and a couple other buddies, and the wife, and we're walking back to the hotel, and I got this bottle of Jameson, and I wanted to do some pickle bags, so we are passing by a couple of convenience stores. Like there's four 7-Elevens within the eye's reach. You know what I'm saying? All closed. I'm like, fuck. We get closer to a hotel, 7-Eleven, big ass 24-hour sign on it. Lights all on. I'm like, bet, for sure. I'll walk in there. I go like this. The door's kind of jammed a little bit. Lights on. I pull a little bit harder, and the door kind of falls off the hinges like just a little bit. This woman comes out screaming at me in Hispanic
Espanol.
language. Yeah, Spanish, yeah. Flipping. I'm like, dude, I'm sorry. 24 hours. Lights. I'm sorry. My bad. I turn around. Cop car SUV comes from this way. Cop car SUV comes from swallows me up. I'm like, yo, bro. Like I don't know. I start taking pictures of the sign. 24 hours. My buddy comes up and fixes the door. They walk up. They roll up and they go, because they didn't speak English either. They had their phones and they go, type,
Little
type,
translator.
and yeah,
translator, and it says 500 or you go to Mexican jail.
nah.
Swear to God, 100%. And I go,
Pesos.
The Mexican
That's what I
police,
said.
The Mexican police robbed him.
listen, I go, what is that? Like, fuck, $70? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, for sure. And they go, type,
500 American.
American.
Yeah.
And I go, yo, man, Like
That's like $1,500 pesos.
my buddy who's a trooper, he also took like 5 years of Spanish, and he starts talking to me. He's like, he's basically saying like, is there any way we can handle this civilly? And they're like, yeah, there is.
$500.
$500. And I didn't have any cash on me. I did it back at the hotel room.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, like I'm not going to Mexican butt fuck jail.
Fuck
bro. Like,
no.
You know what I'm saying?
If they would have
fucking
said
meet a
if they
Ricardo
would have
in
said
there,
1,000,
yeah.
I'd
I
have
ain't
done it.
going.
Fuck that.
They
don't extradite,
500
bro.
So he reaches into his wallet and he has $370 on him. And
take
he
it?
just like he's like starts counting it. They're like peeking over. They go, "Yep, that'll do." Put it in their
Perfect.
pocket and dipped.
Dude, yeah.
Dude,
Robbed.
it's crazy when you
Bro,
fucking-
and I sorry, go ahead.
well, I was gonna say because like growing up in America, you see the videos. You're like, we have rights. Like, yeah, I want to see a lawyer before I pay.
That
500.
doesn't exist
That
there.
does
No.
not. No.
Fuck
it,
no.
And not only does it not exist, it negative exists.
And like I
Like
said,
it's the
yeah.
opposite down there. Like they're like,
and they know like, what are you gonna do? It's like, okay, 500, you go to Mexican jail. If you were
Yeah.
like, oh fuck you, like take me,
Yeah.
buddy, you ain't getting extra.
You're not getting out.
3 months
you're gonna-
probably, bro.
Yeah.
until you see your lawyer.
yeah.
Before the American embassy's like, all right, we got to go.
And
get
then
this
they're gonna
And
kid.
guess what?
Then
You're
they-
gonna have to pay to get out anyways. More than
Yeah,
500.
And if you
Like,
think the Mexican police
And
are
they
corrupt, could
know
you
that,
imagine
bro.
the-
Yeah.
Dude, they were doing that all night, just waiting for something,
That's
anything.
crazy. So I would
Tourist
I would have
season,
asked.
baby.
I'd have
That's
been
how
like,
to
I'd have been
lick.
like, how exactly am I in trouble for going into a store that's open 24
matter.
hours?
They
Like,
don't care.
That's crazy, dude.
Don't
like
care.
it's,
They
it's
homegirl
almost like they
at the
fucking-
convenience store is probably in the payroll too. Yo,
Yeah, right. Yeah, give
leave
me
this
a
shit
cut.
on
Cheap-
so it
yeah.
fucking.
Yeah.
Any American show up, call.
Yeah,
We'll
no,
find-
dude,
we'll
it's
find
crazy.
something that they did wrong.
They dude, people have to be fucking super careful when they go any like
Don't go.
fucking well.
So we get
I
back to the
wouldn't say
hotel
that.
room.
I would say fucking go experience the
Dude.
world, but like be aware of all the shit that's going on. You know,
And they
like,
took
just
all
be
of our
careful.
IDs and
Yeah.
took pictures of them and shit, dude. So there's probably some fucking Brendan Laverty down in fucking Cancun right now.
With a fake
You know-
ID
you know what I'm saying?
swarming around. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
fucking ins-
There's
dude,
a-
that's real. That's 100%
There-
a fact.
there's a-
I didn't make one piece of that story up.
There's
It's
a Bay
real
Lab
life.
in Mexico, just fucking assuming.
Yeah,
the
then I had to go
identity.
back, and I'm almost.
That sounds way more believable than your fucking thigh hair story.
Those are both real, man.
I know.
Those
Crazy.
are both real.
That's so scary.
I had to go back. I'm like, I wasn't gonna make him pay for it. I'm like,
Fuck
dude,
all
like, I'm
that.
sorry. Like,
Yeah.
even though I didn't really do anything wrong, but I'm like, here's
All right.
a bunch of the money I brought down to have a good time in Mexico. Fuck Mexico, bro. Fuck that.
So I've been meaning to ask you guys. Oh, Jakey needs to.
Pass it around the hall.
Gotta go around the
I know. I was gonna get up and I was like, why would I do that?
So I mean,
Wow, you must work at a fancy bar.
God, you are so good at putting ice into a cup. I listen. I feel like I haven't seen you guys in a while.
Yeah.
You guys do anything interesting this weekend?
No, not that I can think of.
What did you get into this weekend?
It was your birthday this weekend, wasn't it, Lev?
Oh shit!
Yeah.
It was your birthday.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Dude, happy late
I'm
belated
sorry I
birthday.
missed it, man.
Fuck you guys.
Realistically, we gotta talk
I was
about
the
this.
king
Yeah.
Friday, and now I'm your guys' drink bitch again.
we were all kings
From
on Friday.
first to worst.
I said that at work, dude. I'm sitting there at work the day after, and my man, because I'm sad. I'm just sad.
I'm the king.
And I go, I was like,
thinking.
and everyone at work, they saw the show. By the way, we're talking about the pop punk rock show.
Yeah. And everybody who came out to the
We were
paddock and
kidding.
fucking
Seriously, thank you so much.
Dude,
Yeah.
it was insane. No, so let me answer your question. I had the best day of my entire life on Friday
No,
night.
it was fucking incredible.
Dude, it was like nothing. Dude, I've been a part of a lot of big shows.
Mm-hmm.
We all have.
We all have, yeah.
But was there anything like that, dude? Like there was no. I've never had 8 of my closest fucking buddies just playing the most fun. Every single song we played, we didn't even need. We didn't have to sing anything. Dude,
yeah, we
you
could
know
have
what
just
I mean?
started
Like
playing the guitars. They would have done it for us.
it was.
That was awesome.
It was, dude. And this is the same word I use to everybody that asks about it. It was fucking biblical. It was that. Dude,
Literally,
I'm
it
serious.
was.
It was.
People are gonna
that
write
big.
about this,
Dude,
in
and
the
they
next
have,
apocalypse.
They have already, bro. Like I've been getting messages nonstop from other promoters and other venue owners and shit. Like it was out of this world,
It really
man.
was. I will say, I said it once. I've said it probably 5 times now, and I'll say it again. Like short of my son being born, that was the best day of my life.
I think there's a couple things we should definitely
Hands down.
clarify because some people don't know how this business works. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
some people probably think we played that show and all made out of like with a shit ton of money and we're gonna keep trying to milk that. Like we literally we had the bar pay out our sound guy so we could sound good. And then we all walked out of there with $0 so that the people that showed up to the paddock didn't have to pay at the door.
Right, yeah.
And we could all just have a fucking very good, fun community event as opposed to like trying to fucking.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
And it was exactly that. It was a fun community event, and like we talked to the bartenders after and stuff, and that was all 5 of the bartenders that were there that night were thrilled. They were like, there was zero drama,
zero issues at all.
Yeah.
no
Guys,
issues.
I don't know.
No drama. They were like, this was the cleanest night.
Yeah, when we were still breaking down, I looked out into the arcade area and I saw the 2 cops, and I was like, oh shit!
You see 'em
like,
out there chopping
fuck
it up with them for
I
25
dude.
minutes?
Well, it's funny because I looked out, I saw the cops, and I kind of like double took, and I looked back, and Evan's fucking standing right next to him, and I was like, oh god, what the fuck
Just
happened?
chopping
Yeah,
it
dude,
up.
literally, I was
Dude,
like, if anybody was out there talking to the cops, I wish it wasn't Evan. Like
Yeah,
over
dude.
and like.
God knows what he had in his
Yeah.
pockets. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But it wasn't even like that. Like I said, I went out there. I didn't even see him out there at first. Like I just everyone was done. You know what I'm saying? Like we were packing up, and I just like I said you know Jake after the show. Like, my adrenaline was just bumping. Like I just needed some fresh air. I was just in that hot ass bar, playing pop pong for 4 hours straight, and like I needed some fresh air. So I stepped out in the hallway, and I was just kind of chilling there. And I saw the cops. Obviously, I was just standing near them. They didn't say nothing to me. Like, what the fuck,
Yeah, you couldn't help but think, like, why are they here though?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck happened? Like, was there a bar fight? Like, what the,
Yeah,
a
and then
noise
people-
complaint? Like, what happened?
Yeah, and then people are walking by. You know what I'm saying? Like 4 or 5 people in a row came up and
Shit
give
came
me.
over the scanner, baby. Yo, we need somebody. There's some fucking people down this bitch, bro. We need just in case.
For real. So like 4 or 5 people walk by me. I'm just standing there, minding my business, and then shaking my hand, dude, that was killer, blah 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 blah. And then one of the officers was like, oh, like that was your, you were in the band, and I was
You're
like,
yeah, I'm in the band.
I was like, yeah, I was like, yep, I was just one of the 8 guitar players we had out there, blah blah. And they were like, dude, it sounded fucking great, and we just started chopping it up and.
Didn't you say something like, oh, like joking around?
I cracked a joke. I was like, oh, why are you guys even down here? What did they call you in for, like quality control? Like, ha ha ha. And they were like, they just looked right at me like cold stone. They're like, yeah, that's exactly why we're here. Like
Crazy.
No, but that's awesome because
just
I've
regular.
had.
But they didn't have to interview. They just were there.
Dude, you've been to house parties and shows where cops show up, and dude, it's like the worst thing. It's like, fuck, dude, someone's in trouble. Like,
Yeah, it stresses
dude, the whole thing,
everyone out.
yeah, dude, they were literally there hanging out to make sure that everybody was going to continue to be civil and.
They were
act-
regulating the
Dude,
line
it
that was outside of the
It was
bar.
awesome, dude. It was it literally. I've never played a show that went so smooth in terms of like the
Lab
playing,
called
the crowd,
it biblical.
like,
I like
yeah.
the magical's more the word.
Dude, I think they're
dude.
both sufficient for sure.
And and I felt weird like after, like I've been playing in a band with Lab absolutely 100% my entire musical career, quote unquote.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
we also haven't played in a band together in 7 years.
We retirement happened 5 years.
I've never
without-
ut to share a stage with you.
No,
that was fucking
that's what
awesome.
I'm
Never
getting-
got to share a
that's what I'm
stage
getting
with
to.
you.
I've shared a stage
That was
with
awesome.
not at
Lab.
the same time.
No, that's
We've
just it. Yeah,
we've been on the same bill.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but never. Yeah,
I
But-
shared a stage with Lav, shared a stage with Matt over the years. Never shared a stage with you. Never played with Alex before. Never played with your brother Alex
Mm-hmm.
before. And like after the show, it was like this weird feeling like something just like something so big and so like mind blowing just happened that like I just feel like in some sort of way we're connected weirdly now.
Well, dude, you know what it was too,
You know what I'm
because
saying?
because we've all played these shows together and we've all kind of gone off on our own and done like our own bands or whatever. But this show was so fucking different. It was like a coordinated jam night with just like 8 really good friends all kind of hopping up and playing.
Yeah,
their
but
part.
then
It
at the
wasn't
end of it, we were
same-
family.
It wasn't the same 4 or 5 people on stage all like we all kind of had our own little parts to play,
Yeah.
and it was just like juggle. It was like a goddamn Rune Goldberg machine. Like every time someone hopped off, the other person was right there to hop back on. It was just fucking flowing
But
perfectly.
it was more intricate than a jam.
It was
night, you know what I
emotional.
mean?
No,
Like-
that's
like people,
yeah,
we worked
yeah.
our balls off for
that's-
2 months.
it was
yeah.
intimate
That's
as
what I
fuck.
mean,
It
though.
was
It wasn't.
super
It wasn't
intimate.
like you 4 got up and played for 45 minutes, broke down, and then 15 minutes later, like me and 3 other people got up. Like that's all the shows I've ever been to. Like that's what it was. Like my band, and then your band, and then maybe your band. But this was like, how many fucking musicians can we get together and form like one collective entity
How
of music?
difficult can we make this?
Yeah, literally, how difficult can we make this?
But again,
No, it wasn't difficult at all.
But,
it was so
but
easy.
to the point about the jam night thing, like it wasn't like we were all like, okay, we'll all get together on this night, and you guys kind of know this song. Let's try. No, we all worked and got into the same room together
Every
15
Thursday.
times in the last 2 months and put this together. It wasn't like a
Yeah.
Even the people that
hop
couldn't-
up and see what
and
happens.
Thursday was the base practice. Thursday
Yeah.
was like everyone can make Thursdays.
Yeah, and then like, we had
even
like Sundays and Mondays to sprinkle. Yeah,
but
here and
the
there,
the
they were
sprinkle just it shows the dedication. Like no one was willing to
we handpicked
spare
the set
any
list.
time.
We handpicked the set list. We
Handpicked.
which people were playing which songs.
What
Yep.
tunings
And-
we were doing them in.
Yeah.
And then when push came to shove, dude, it came down to the point where every single song we chose was a fucking dude. There wasn't one
we played
song.
to our strengths. I feel like, you know what I
but-
mean. Like,
yeah, but I'm talking about crowd reaction, dude.
oh,
bro.
the crowd was insane. Everybody who was in that crowd. Shout out to every single person who swung by the paddock and was screaming at the top of their lungs. It made us
dude,
feel like
Literally
fucking-
made our
and
dreams
and
come
even
like
true.
rock stars
even
for
that
fun.
doesn't do it justice because nobody swung by the paddock. People were
No.
there hours in advance.
Yeah.
In the
people
same
who,
spot.
The people who swung by the paddock didn't get to get in,
They couldn't-
and then
yeah.
they left because they were like, "We're not getting
There
in."
40
wasn't-
minutes.
Yeah, there wasn't a point where like I saw someone in the crowd, like one of my buddies in the crowd, and I looked up 45 minutes later and they weren't in the same spot.
Yeah,
like people
yeah,
weren't
no,
even
it was-
people weren't even like
If they were there, they were glued.
They weren't paying. They weren't even breaking contact with us to go get a beverage.
Yeah, no, I know.
Even though apparently they did because the bar made a fucking
Because they
killing.
couldn't stop singing along.
Yeah,
Yeah.
No, it was.
It was undivided attention,
So-
and we couldn't appreciate that
mayhem.
more.
So one of
Literally
the
couldn't
one of the
appreciate
biggest
that more.
points I wanted to make is that we cannot keep doing this and then like we're not making money. We have to like lose money to be able to put that on, and it's worth every penny we lose. I would say.
I would
Now-
I would feel weird accepting money for this. How good it makes me feel.
Well, with the amount of with the amount of people that we have involved too, again, we would have to charge so much, and then people would have to start paying at the door, which we don't want.
Nope.
It's
Unacceptable.
No, like this is literally like we're not in it for the money. We're in it for the experience.
wants to write a
and the
contract.
fucking
In
like.
town, I agree with you.
Lavon's still out of contract.
So I'm not saying that.
No,
we
you're not
can't-
allowed to tell us we have to turn down.
Yeah, yeah, right.
on paper.
Like a couple
You
stipulations.
cannot
right?
tell us to
So
turn down.
I'm
You're
not-
not charging at the door.
Yeah. So I'm not saying that we couldn't be
Thanks, buddy.
charging for this. I'm saying with how it is right now, with us trying to get as many people involved, if we wanted to make what was even a decent amount of money's worth, we'd have to charge so much between the 8 of us to even walk away with an amount that's sufficient that the people would literally have to sacrifice. They're like, which sucks because that's the reality of the situation we're in. But I think the fact that every single musician was willing to put in that amount of work,
Yeah.
We
for,
all
for
put
no
money in.
literally, we were all like, we
We all lost money.
understand that this is going to be a loss on our part, but the fucking show that we're going to put, the night that we're going to get to experience, is unlike anything we've ever done
Yeah.
before. And so that was the thing that I
It
really
was
wanted
worth
to hit
way
on.
more than $105 a piece. you know what I
100%.
mean?
And not only
Yeah.
that, people also need to understand is that's not something that can happen every
Oh,
week.
no.
Nope.
Because a couple people came up and they were like, "You got to do this next Friday," and it's
Absolutely
like, "No,
not.
you understand? If we did this last Friday,
wouldn't
there'd
be
be
like it
4
was.
people
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
It was an event. Like it
I
was.
said
a
it to Lav
fucking-
after I was like, I don't care if someone called us up tomorrow and said, "Hey,
Nope.
in 2 weeks I want you at my bar. I'll pay you $6,000."
With that being said, we definitely need to do it sporadically in different areas, but I don't think every month or every
God, no.
other
Twice-
week, like
twice a year in
twice
town.
a year
tops.
would be fucking awesome.
Twice a year in town.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe you could bounce out and do like a Syracuse show.
Twice a
yeah,
year
yeah,
in
between
town.
that. So I'm glad we're all on the same page about that because that was
Everybody
another
is.
thing.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
That's
but
been day
th- that-
one.
But that's something that a lot of the crowd didn't understand though because they all had a fucking great time and they were like, if we can do this every weekend, that would be.
It's
but
like, yeah, you
but
say
it
that
wouldn't be
now.
that. It wouldn't be that. It would be fucking. Oh, I'll just catch it next weekend because I know they're gonna be there. And then
Right.
No, they
dwindle.
would just stop coming.
Yeah, well, that's just it
They
too.
don't
Like when
even
you,
as much as you love those songs and shit. Like You can only
can't-
sing them as
No.
times
You
before
got you got to
don't
keep
care.
it fresh with the
You don't
set
care
list though.
anymore.
Like if the next show we play, we should literally play probably 10, 15 of those same songs and take away all
No,
the
see, I
weak
disagree.
ones,
I think our
fucking-
set list is hot as hell. I think
Yeah,
like what
your
brother
brother put it into good
Yeah, he said it was
perspective.
beefy as fuck. I think I agree with him.
Yeah, there's a couple we can cut though,
Oh,
and then a
100%.
No,
couple
we're
yeah.
cutting
songs
a
we should
couple. We will
definitely
add, but we're not taking away half of that set list.
No, I'm saying there's definitely probably
I want to
at
wait. I want to
least-
wait long enough so that same exact set list has the same exact effect that it
Yeah,
had.
no, that's a good point. Yeah, because those are all great songs. In 6 months from now, people
With
are
your
going to want to
logic,
come back
with your
out and
logic,
sing
if
them
we
again.
play 3 times a year, we're gonna need 108 songs.
No, if you play in different towns.
No,
We shouldn't have to play different songs in different towns.
That's a
It
good
should just
point.
be
That's a
hot.
good point, actually. But no, so really quick, Lav, the last thing I wanted to say about this, because I had talked to my dad, who's been a long-time musician around this area, right? And he said,
Is he? I'm just.
"Who's your dad?"
I was like, yeah, I haven't.
Yeah.
I've never. Oh my god,
Yeah,
I've
right?
never heard of him.
So he's been playing around this area for so fucking long. And he told me his favorite thing about the entire thing was that we were all from different members of different bands. And back in his day, there was no collaboration. There was no like, hey, do you mind
was
if I get it?
competition.
It was competition.
Yeah.
It was literally like, if you are better than this band and you feel that way, like you should be able to wean them out of the area as opposed to like playing a show with them. You know what I mean? And I felt like even when, as great as the
But what do you
fucking-
benefit from that? You know what I
well,
mean?
Dude,
well,
your
that's-
dad was before this show. Your dad was part of one of like the top 5 shows of my life.
Dude,
at Paddock.
Yeah, no, he's incredible.
Came in and
he
said we
always
played
has
like
been.
the Trooper and shit and like Eminem and stuff.
Yeah,
that was
you know what's
with
crazy?
the New York Mayor.
We got
right?
my fucking head, my nose broke at
We
that.
played-
shit.
I
remember
Fucking
that,
punk
yeah.
rock,
We
dude.
played with all 4 Harris men at the Paddock stage.
At
Isn't
the
that
same
crazy?
time. Yeah.
Damn,
No
that's
shit.
some stats.
That's wild,
Hell
right?
yeah.
Who else can say that? Probably
Nobody.
Nobody.
Dude, your dad's killer.
That's awesome. But
He fucking showed up.
But no,
we
he-
never practiced with him. Nothing. He's like, you
No,
want me to do the
he-
high part,
yeah.
high harmony on the Trooper, or the low harmony on
And
the
you were
Trooper?
Evan
like-
goes, I know this part. He goes, I got you.
I got you.
Don't worry
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah,
We're good.
right.
Yeah,
But-
dude, that was
but he
fucking.
really-
that fucking show was so fun,
he
dude.
really
That was
drove home
unreal.
though the thought that like he's like, you need to understand that something like that would not have happened 20 years ago when I was playing, let alone probably 5-6 years ago. Like even when like the Northmen and me and like when we were all playing it, it wasn't like, hey, what can we do to collaborate and make this a collective effort? It was kind of like us versus you versus you.
Right.
And now literally members of fucking 8 different bands are coming together and like, dude, like let's just all put on the best show we've ever done. And like all throw in that little bit. You
And
know
isn't
what I
it-
mean?
Isn't
like,
it such a simple concept?
dude,
It's like, hey,
it
we're all
is.
really good at what we do. We should just do it together.
why aren't
And
we
we're all fucking friends
why are we
anyway.
trying to gatekeep?
You know
That's
what I'm
what
saying?
made it so
Dude,
easy.
Right,
I
yeah,
thought about
it's a good way to put it.
It's why am I like why would I be the one to be like, oh God, like, and that's the thing too is though because it comes down to the finances. Because if a bar is only willing to hire a band for $400 or $500, you're like, well, fuck. If I want to get my money's worth, I only want 4 people on stage, so we can all make over 100.
Yeah, but
you
is,
giving me
is,
the
is
venue?
$72 worth sacrificing the quality
Absolutely
of a show
not.
like
No,
that? You know what I'm
that's
saying?
that's what I'm saying though. But there
Give
were
me the venue. That's my payment. Give me a place to play
Yes.
these songs because this is
With
what
my
I
fucking
want to
best
do.
friends.
Yes. But
and
you
put on
need,
something
but you need to
kick-ass.
understand that is that's what you gain. That's the mindset. Is that like if I can play this show for what the bar is willing to pay, and I can only have 2 or 3 other guys on stage, I can make $115. It's
Right.
like, yeah, but what is that worth?
Right, yeah.
Like I can go work my job and make $300-$400,
Right.
and then I can take
Exactly.
the hit on the weekend to have the best night of my fucking life.
And also-
and get other people involved, and it's like a community effort.
Yeah.
And like
What we were talking about when we were setting up the cameras in here earlier, I was like, but all money aside, I was like, even we didn't make any money off the show or whatever. I was like, but the connection we just made with this venue and this guy, you know what I'm saying? Everyone was happy.
Yeah.
Not only were we happy, the staff
Not
was
only-
happy, the owner was happy.
Not only that, like you said earlier, word of mouth. Like my phone's been ringing off the hook about.
Off the hook.
You know what I'm saying?
Mine
Like-
too.
Like there is money to be made there if we want it.
Oh,
you know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah, if we
Like,
want it, but like I said, it's just
The
like he
second-
said. It's
the
like
second, though-
why would we accept money?
But
Because
I
if
don't-
we're accepting money, then then they're gonna start charging at the door and all that kind of stuff.
Not only
Yeah.
that, the second you start thinking about money, there was 8 of us.
It becomes a
There was
job. It
9
becomes
of-
a job.
There was 9 of us on
Right.
stage. If we started thinking about the financial aspect of it, we'd be like, okay, who do we start cutting out? And like, I don't want to start doing that to my. Like,
I don't
you
think
know
it would
what
be. I don't
No,
think it'd be
same.
who's cutting out, but it'd be like, why would we split even when some people have 5 songs. Some people have 8 songs.
Well, that's
some people have
another
10
thing
songs.
too.
Some people have
Well,
20 songs.
But that's another thing.
would've-
But then other people have the mindset like, why?
if
Why
it
would
was-
I let you play Great Escape when I can play Great Escape and I can make more money? Like I don't
Right.
want to have that mindset. I want
Right.
you on stage playing with my best fucking friend.
yeah.
But once the money gets involved,
Again, this
it's
is
like
all
you start-
hypothetical.
Right? Yeah. No, I would. Yeah.
If it
It's
came down,
not
if
hypothetical,
there was
though.
a formula for money split evenly in this band, I think it would just Matt Greger and your brother.
and my
would just
brother
get
would take
all of it.
50%, and we would all be jerking him off after the show. That would
Oh,
be
yeah,
equal
for sure.
payment
Yeah, if you're
for
gonna,
this band.
if you're gonna
yeah.
pay based on workload in the band,
Yeah.
your brother and Matt get
and
it
Matt
all.
get everything. Yeah.
I'd probably end up paying them.
But
Yeah.
there's other intangibles that you have to take into consideration too.
What you
know
failed
what I mean?
to recognize.
A lot of shades of gray. A lot of shades
I
of gray.
didn't say it this time.
I know.
No, not, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, dude, that motherfucker worked his ass off. But like, there's certain aspects that you bring to the table that maybe you can't put on paper or put to a concrete value to.
Evan's
you know what I'm
like,
saying?
I
Like,
went 6 weeks and didn't learn teenagers.
That's
for
what I'm
you
saying,
to
like-
not be telling me I put my fucking 2 cents in.
But at the,
But also-
you know,
but
but
no,
at the
but-
same time, it's like
but
you can't put a price on passion. So it's like you can't just
yeah,
tell,
but you can put a price on gas and being compensated for
on,
like shit
yes,
like that.
of course,
You know what I'm saying? So
100% you can
yeah.
do that.
So
But like I said, if we were gonna hypothetically, if we were
Yeah.
splitting it based off workload, like I said, because
You
when it comes to financials, there's gonna be argument. There's gonna be something.
yeah, no, there's definitely 2 ways.
And it's
There's
like you
2 ways
just-
it goes.
You
It's
just can't
either,
do that. It's all or nothing.
no, you
It's-
can't put a price.
No, there's 2 ways it goes. It's either we're looking at it in a financial aspect or from a fucking experience aspect. And if we're looking at it from literally like, and Durst told me this the other day. He was like, you and I need to literally start booking places, playing acoustic, and making money.
No.
I said, Durst, you understand if I do the exact same set list without you, I can make 300 by myself.
Right, yeah.
If you sing harmonies, which I could buy a $60 pedal for,
Right,
I'll
yeah.
give you
like
the
now
60
I have
bucks a
to.
show.
It's like now I have to split 50% of the money when I'm playing guitar, piano. It's like
Yeah, it gets weird
it's
with
like,
money, doesn't
It's
it?
like, listen, I would love to play shows with you, but don't come up to me and say we need to start playing shows for money, because if I was in it for the money, I would cut you right out of the equation. I want to
Yeah.
play shows with you because it's going to be fun,
Right,
and
yeah.
the community deserves to experience that.
Right.
But don't tell me that we're doing it for the money, because if I was in something for the money, music is the last thing
Yeah,
I would
dude.
be doing.
Yeah, like
Well,
I said, the
100%.
best feeling of the night was like just that weird, that odd, euphoric sense of like this. Like we went into it as friends, but I feel like we left
And we
it like a
came out
family.
as enemies. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, like a
for
family,
sure. Yeah, no, what you said.
But no, dude, I wanna leave it that I wanna leave it that way because
Same.
because like you guys were just reiterating earlier, like if you bring it down to, if we did this for financial and did all the numbers and who gets what, okay, you'd have to look at, all right, Jake played this many songs, he learned all these songs, and
Yeah, but I loaded
listen,
up all the speakers in my car. And
No.
There's so
well,
many.
no, there's
so
there's
many
a lot there's a lot of
factors.
things like
Yeah.
you sang a bunch of songs. Alex not only did he learn a bunch of songs, but taught the rest of the band. It's like, we wouldn't have had the show if I didn't call Homeboy. You know what I'm saying?
There-
Like
there's
there's
so
many
many
intangible
factors.
things.
Yep.
Like fuck that, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
I was telling him earlier. I was like, even if
couldn't have
I was
happened
like,
without every single one of us. Dude.
I was like, usually I'm not booking the shows. He's the one that he's got all the contacts. You know,
Yeah.
he does that shit. I'm like, if we get paid, I was like, I don't care I don't want any money.
No, we actually got paid, and we gave it right back
Yeah,
to
right
the
to
bar.
the bartender.
We gave it right back to the bar. We were like, listen, the amount that we would make, we'd
Yeah.
rather have you have it. Like, we all had a great fucking night. If you have this extra, you're gonna have half of the night that we had.
Yeah, if you guys
if,
did-
if you end up with this extra, you know, like
If
it's-
when we called and asked to do this, and if you said no, this couldn't have happened.
yeah.
We didn't ask for anything. We never wanted anything. The only thing we asked for was open your doors.
Yep.
Give us
and,
the stage
and pay our
and-
sound guys so that
Yeah.
we can
Pay our
sound
sound
half
guy.
decent.
That's
yeah,
it.
That's it.
That was
and it worked
But-
out fucking
and,
perfect.
And by the way, I think it's so sad that as musicians we have to, like, the amount of work that we all put in. If we were getting paid minimum wage for the hours that we all would have walked away with fucking $600-700. That's not how the music industry works. We all put in that much work to lose money just to have this show, and we couldn't be happier.
It's just
Isn't
an-
that nuts?
I mean,
It's
how
just
many
an
times? How
amazing
many times
feeling.
did you call off work, or you call off work?
literally to
bowling,
go to
yeah.
practice.
Go to practice,
To,
yeah.
to play the show where we're not getting paid.
because
Like,
this was
it's-
important to us.
That's just
Yeah.
it. Like,
It's like-
and again, if I would have made $200 off that show, it would have went toward a bill, and I've been like, fuck, no, now
wouldn't-
my phone's paid.
I would have felt
Right.
But
the
like,
same-
I literally would have rather just walked away from that show like, God damn, that was a good fucking show.
I would have felt
like,
the
God,
same.
that was
God,
punk
that
rock.
was punk rock.
I would have felt the same way if we booked the show originally for $10,000, or if we did it for free. I would have walked away feeling the same way, euphoric and weirdly, I cried. Like I said, I cried twice.
Dude,
Oh,
you,
yeah, I got emotional about it,
I
too, man.
cried after the show. I couldn't emotionally handle what just happened. Like I said,
Dude,
yeah.
it was remarkable.
Again, hats off to everyone that came. You literally blew our minds.
Thank
Like,
you.
I mean, you gotta think about the Chelsea Beatses and the people that were there taking videos and taking pictures, and my mom,
All the people that
my
requested
brother that
the day
came
off
from
of work just to get there early and shit.
Logan
you know,
Patnaud,
like,
who drove from Syracuse just to play 3 songs.
Yeah,
you know
shout
what
out
I'm
Logan
saying?
Patnaud for
Dude.
sitting in, man.
Yes. Yep. Shout out to Logan. And
He was so much fun, dude. On the side of the stage, I was telling you, seen that clip of me, you know, My Friends Over You. That was the first song we played of the night. You know, and Logan, man, he's a legend.
But
hometown hero. Yeah.
Kid's a legend.
You had Amanda back there. You had Dez back there taking videos, dude. Everybody, like, even if you're not in the band, doesn't
wanted
mean
to
you're
show
not
up
in the band. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? Like,
exactly.
everybody was playing a part.
That's a
dude.
good, wow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a good way to say it. That's
Yeah.
nice.
For sure.
Yeah. No, for
But,
sure.
like, the fact that he was there, you know, so I didn't get to practice with him like
Yeah.
you guys did.
Yeah.
So the first time I met him was right when we got to the venue. You know, he came up to me, like, was like, yo, come here. You got to meet Logan. He wants to meet you. So, you know, and instantly me and him hit it off.
Yeah.
Blah, blah.
He's
But,
a
like,
great dude.
so he's sitting there. So we start My Friends, you know, first song of the night, and he's right there at Brody's side stage, on my side of the stage, in the VIP, and I just wanted to show off so bad. I was like, dude, I gotta hit this hard. Like I gotta let this boy know, like I can play, because I know he can play.
Yeah.
You know, I'm
Yeah.
like, I know this cat can play, but he don't know nothing. You know. So that's why
like, I'm about to let the
Brody
dogs.
Brody got that clip, and I just like, it really set the tone for me though, because I was nervous. I remember telling you guys 100 times how nervous I was about the whole thing. Like I get stage fright, man. I was like really nervous.
Here's the thing, guys. I've played pop punk shows before. You guys haven't.
Never.
I've like had the honor of, well, just a couple times. We played some really good ones where like we're playing our own originals or covers like Dear Maria, and people like, I've got this clip on my old Instagram where we're playing at the flashback and we're playing Dear Maria. Gets to the third chorus where it cuts out and everybody's just fucking screaming at the top of their lungs. It's like, God damn it, that's so much fucking fun.
I've never even
rock.
played a whole
You
show
guys-
in like an open tuning, so hearing like the drops and like C
And,
drops,
and then to be able to
unreal.
see people fucking pointing at the stage, fist pumping, like fucking jumping up and down in sync with the band. Like, dude, that's some energy that you don't get at like
we didn't even get
certain
any good
genres
videos
of shows.
because
You
the
know what I
whole
mean?
stage was
Dude,
shaking.
I had a tripod set up on one side of the stage, and the entire show it's just shaking from the
Yeah.
room, fucking going
Yeah.
nuts.
It looks
dude.
like you handed the phone to Michael J. Fox.
Dude, it looks like it looks like the fucking.
Yeah, man.
But, dude,
did
yeah,
not,
dude, no-
yo,
Oh, yeah.
Dude,
I don't know who Michael J. Fox is, but there's a part
Back
in
to the
my
Future?
brain. There's
Marty
a
McFly?
there's a part in my brain that knows there's a video of him with bad Parkinson's.
Wicked bad, wicked bad
with the
Parkinson's.
doc.
You don't know
yeah.
who Michael J. Fox
No.
is?
I've actually never seen Back to the Future.
Oh, that's right. We
But
established that.
family
established
ties.
that
We
a lot.
talked about
Nope.
that.
But when you said that, I was like, "Fucking Michael J." And I was like, "Oh, I know."
The shaky
yeah, bad fucking
Well, dude, so,
bad.
but yeah, dude, it's funny you say that because you played like pop punk shows and shit, obviously, and me and Evan were talking about like one of the biggest shows like we played, like this was like 2015, so this was 7-8 years ago. We opened for Glorious Sons
At
and
Savory, the
and I was
ballroom.
just thinking
Yeah.
about our set list that we played. We played about 9 songs. And it was like almost all pop punk without even us realizing it.
Probably Sugar, fucking My Own Worst Enemy.
Sugar, My Own
probably
Worst
right in
Enemy,
the middle.
Fat Lip.
Yeah.
You're 2 for 2 right off the rip.
Yeah,
too.
right? Like,
Alien Ant Farm. Like,
Alien Ant Farm.
Which one?
Annie, Are You Okay? You know?
oh, the
Good
Smooth Criminal
yeah,
version
Smooth
of it.
Criminal.
Yeah,
Good
okay.
Charlotte, the anthem.
The
We
anthem?
played that shit.
Really?
Yeah,
Fat
dude.
Lip?
Fat Lip. Yeah, dude.
Who was drumming? Les was drumming.
Les
for you
was
guys at that
drumming, your
point,
brother
right?
was
Your
playing
brother was playing
bass.
bass. Kyle Harris was playing
Yep.
bass.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, the
it
whole
was,
set was pop punk, and we didn't
and
realize
we
it.
didn't even realize it until today. We're like, holy
And then,
fuck.
and then 2 Rage Against the Machine songs.
No, 1 Rage song, 1 Jet song.
Oh, we did Sleep Now in the Fire, and we did Are You Gonna Be My Girl?
No, we did Cold Hard Bitch.
Oh, Cole Harbridge and Sleep Now in the Fire.
Yeah. Dude, so I'm just
Yeah.
there's something about that genre, bro.
Dude, well, it's so upbeat and it's just 4 fucking chord songs, but it's 4 chords that you can play while you're jumping up and down
But
and
it's-
fucking
but
like.
it's just
but
crazy.
there's intricate
Like, back-
leads going
Yeah.
there too,
Back
though.
in the day when we were playing New York May, like those 9 songs were the only punk rock songs in the set list. Everything else was like Kenny Wayne Shepherd, Matchbox 20, Leonard Skinner, shit like that.
Who the fuck wants to play
Dude,
that?
playing a whole set
So
like that though, where the energy is just
sub-
constant.
So even 8 years ago, subconsciously, we handpicked every punk rock song
Yeah,
out
without
of
even
the
thinking-
set list to play.
We're
a
just
live
like,
crowd.
oh, these songs are bangers. Like we know how these.
He
ones.
pointed out,
Yeah.
I go, isn't that crazy? I go, even when we didn't know it, we knew it.
So,
You know?
so I'm gonna ask you about this. What was your favorite song that we played?
The other night.
Yeah.
Such a loaded question.
Yep.
That is a loaded question.
Because there's parts of,
Is it limited to one, or can I give you 3?
What is? Give me 3 if you feel like there was 3.
If I had to do one, cue without the.
Dude, that
Yeah.
it is so hard. If you have to narrow it down to one, when we fucking cut at that bridge and the entire
wild.
paddock was screaming that, why can't I feel any? Dude, that was literally the most magical thing I've ever
goosebumps.
witnessed on stage. And even in the videos, you see like 20, 30 people singing it. Dude, there was fucking, what would you say?
85
At least
people,
85,
yeah.
90 people just fucking.
I think
which
the
doesn't-
capacity of the
which-
bar was like, what, 140?
Yeah, but
And
that's
the
in
back,
all
the
3
back
rooms,
room had
though.
the back room had 70 people.
Yeah,
in
no,
it.
they were turning, and again, fucking, I don't want to segue too hard, but you guys know Bilson. He fucking literally was waiting outside the paddock for over 30 minutes to get
Yeah.
in.
Everyone
he told
was.
the bouncer, he was like, "Yo, I'm with the band. I have to
did
go."
not.
He goes, "I have to play this next song," and they go,
He did
"He
not.
did, he
No, he
did, he
didn't.
did," and they go, "We don't have
King
any."
Bill.
They go, "We don't have any confirmation. Like, you got to stand and wait." Like, he was like, "Fuck."
was
like,
official
he
like
goes,
that?
He goes, "God, I hope they don't go ask the band." Like, someone else is supposed
listen,
to
yo, if
play.
they- if-
Dude,
if-
shout out to Bill, dude.
Yo,
because
If Don
yo,
Robinson
that
came up to me, he's like,
dedication-
"Yo, this guy out here
because
said that
of-
he's in the band," I'm like,
and
"Yeah,
I,
he's in here."
and I
he's
saw
in the band.
Bilson, I'd be like, "Oh fuck yeah, he's
Yeah,
playing this
he's-
next,"
yeah,
song," and then
he-
he'd sit right in the crowd.
You got to respect that effort.
Dude, yeah, no, seriously, that's
But
fucking
no,
awesome.
so cue without the for sure, only because,
The crowd interaction,
dude,
and it was one of the last
And-
ones of the
and
night, so it was kind of the
for sure.
send-off.
But when we did that arrangement in the band room at practice, we weren't for sure positive they were gonna do that. You know what I mean? Like we were hoping, we were
We
praying.
planned.
That's on a
We were
lim.
like, we're gonna
and
cut.
then they did.
And we were like, we're gonna
Same thing with
cut
I'm Just
and
a Kid.
hope that fucking
I know you're getting there.
that was
Yeah.
it was that yeah.
He's
I'm
getting
just
there.
a kid, and then my third probably would have to be Teenagers, dude. Those are my top 3 of the night.
No shit.
Dude, there was the ones that
Yeah.
sounded the best. Skater Boy and Dirty Little Secret sounded really good.
Did you guys notice on Dirty Little Secret? I came in. I'm sure you heard it on the.
He did. He
I
noticed
came
it.
in 2 frets up, a whole tone
Yes.
up, and I was like, "Fuck!" And then I dropped
Evan's
it.
been
and
talking
fixed
about it nonstop.
Sorry, I
He
know
th-
we haven't
no,
brought it
He
up.
thought it was him. He's like, I hit the
'Cause
wrong note.
We're playing octaves. It's the same note. But
Evan
I'm
goes,
an octave
Evan goes,
up.
I fucked it up in the verse,
No,
man.
it was me in the intro. But
But yeah,
no,
those are my
yeah.
top 3. What's
Yep.
your favorite one? Number 1. I didn't even put Vindicated in. That's
That's
how good the other
dangerous.
3
No,
were.
seriously.
Yeah.
That's how good the other 3 were.
And you went in
dude.
thinking Vindicated was
I
going to be the
I thought
showstopper.
Vindicated was one of the better ones.
It was
as
a
well.
good
You
one,
placed
but-
it perfectly in the list.
you.
placed it right where
Yeah.
it should have
Dude,
been.
so-
Not too early, but just late enough where he could still sing it.
Yeah, so we yeah.
Fuck you.
That's,
Lucky.
that
You're
song's
right.
hard
Lucky.
as fuck. What do you mean? That's not a jab at you.
no,
that
that's
song's
up there.
hard.
Yeah, dude, we ended up closing with fucking Check Yes Juliet and that fucking
Because
jump
we-
in the
well,
chorus.
because we all forgot about it.
We forgot to play it, and we were literally like, "That is a filler song. Fuck it, we're not playing it."
And
I'm
we
like,
only the whole band only practiced it once.
best thing we could have done was stop after fucking Cute Without the E or Damn It or whatever.
Yeah.
Nope.
Stop after Damn It, and then if they call for the encore, you got Cute Without the E.
Which they did,
But we
and we
played,
did.
But we played the whole thing, and then they called for the encore. We were like, dude, when you look back at the crowd and you're like, we don't have another song.
Yeah, I
And
was like,
Alex had to be
yikes.
like, yo, dude, we do, but it's not a banger. And you go, oh fuck yeah, Jake, get up here. You know,
But at
like,
that point in the night, it's a banger.
it's a banger.
Oh,
It's a
yeah.
ba- if people know, like,
if
and
they're
people-
begging for a song,
Dude,
they
otherwise
would have
we
been
would-
happy with that. We could have played we could play Happy Birthday on one string. They'd have been they'll love it.
Otherwise, we were to have to play all the small things again. Or
I
something.
thought
You know what I mean?
thought I said at first, I don't know if you could even see it in the video, but I said I was like, let's
We're
do
gonna have
My
to-
Friends again.
yeah,
I was like, let's do My
again.
Friends over here because it was the first song.
yeah.
Well, I'm glad we didn't have to recycle.
Me
a song.
either.
Yeah.
No. Okay, but yeah, no. You know, obviously, man, I think My Friends Over You is probably my favorite song that we played, and I didn't realize it until today. But Lauderdale is
Yeah,
probably
dude.
Lauderdale.
and I didn't play
He
Lauderdale.
didn't know what that song was 4
Dude.
days ago.
What? I started listening to it today on the radio. And like the you know, the
Yeah,
like,
the chug did it.
It
And then the
gets me
lead
so-
did it in between.
It's
Dude,
it's
so-
the verse part. It's the, you know, I hate this town, but
Yeah.
and then the chugs get me.
The,
I got a
the
soft spot.
arrangement of that song is very good. The
Ridiculous.
arrangement is very fucking good.
That,
So,
yeah, it's always been my number one since the first day of practice. You guys knew that.
so I was gonna say,
You didn't know the song till
And maybe that's why it's my favorite because it's fresh.
yeah, no, that makes sense.
always.
Yes, it has. And we
Laugh, talking to the mic, you bitch.
And
You didn't know the song 4 days ago. How's it always
4
been?
days ago we've been practicing for 2 months, and Jake, we did that the first day.
And
of
you go, I
practice.
don't think we should play that song.
No, well, so,
And then it grew on me bad.
so that's what I was gonna say. It's funny because before the show we were all kind of debating on like what songs were gonna.
And
be
I didn't want it
bangers and
first.
what- And I told you I was like, Evan, like you don't know these A Day to Remember songs. They're gonna blow the fucking roof up. And as soon as we start Downfall and the you know, dude,
I said
everyone
that-
started fucking.
I said that to Lav too. I was like, I thought the draft C set was gonna suck, and I was like, I
And
have
it
a hard
did.
time accepting the fact
It wasn't good.
It did suck. It did suck. But,
I was
But
right.
the crowd was still yelling. But the crowd was still yelling the whole time. Like, you know, I'm like,
Yeah.
no one's gonna know these fucking songs. And I looked at Lav in the kitchen, like right after we got off the phone with you earlier.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, just because Evan doesn't know the songs doesn't mean
Doesn't-
the rest of the
yeah.
world doesn't know.
It's like
fucking songs.
honestly,
right.
best case scenario is Evan doesn't know the songs because then he's gonna be blown away when he sees how many people are singing them in the fucking crowd.
And then
Right.
start listening to him in his truck nonstop.
All right.
Yeah.
So like I said, back to it.
All right, your top
Yeah.
three. Your
So,
top three.
Like I said, My Friends Over You, I have a soft spot for it. And besides that, like we played it so fucking well.
That was the one from the very first practice that we had. I was like, that's gonna be the one that's like probably tighter than all the other
It
ones.
was very
Brody
very
did a
good.
very good job too. So
Brody killed it.
Hey,
Shout out
listen,
to fucking
I'm
Brody.
getting there. Can you let me finish my goddamn list, please? So I would say because I got
Same-
two. I got
same
two
part of
different
the
scenarios
list.
because like the ones that I was playing and
it's
singing,
literally the same part.
the
of
ones
the
I
list.
was playing singing, playing guitar wise, My Friends Over You, 100%. Playing and singing for me, Starting Line. Love that. But me just doing that, 1985 was my my number one favorite.
Evan,
You guys sounded good.
you sounded fucking incredible every time you took the stage. Teenage Dirtbag was awesome, dude.
Teenage Dirtbag.
1985, you guys did very well on. I thought that was the one song Durs really kind of did high harmonies pretty
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
well
Dude,
on.
he
absolutely.
honed in.
Yeah, no, that was like, and people were going nuts on that one.
Like I said,
Brody killed
the
it.
applause
Yo,
after that was like deafening.
Alex,
Like, I was like, whoa.
Alex has a video on his phone from Chelsea that Beats had actually leaned into Alex. He's like, "Yo, what one are we doing right now?" And Alex goes, "My own worst enemy." And they're like, they both lock into the key of My Own Worst Enemy, and they're like, "Okay." And literally, 1, 2, 3, you guys do the whoo hoo hoo, and Alex literally, they look at each other and they go, da-da,
Oh, you
da-da.
can hear it in the
They,
fuck-
yeah,
you
no,
can
they
hear it.
stop. They don't play the first 3
I was
notes.
so
and
Wait,
then
they
mad.
thought they were
yeah.
they were playing lit at first.
They both looked at each other and they were like, "Yeah, we're playing lit." They were looking at the set list as if we're going by the set
No.
list.
I
And then
mentioned that to you
literally-
earlier. I was like,
dude,
why?
there's
Because
a
remember, I was
video.
like, we go hoo hoo hoo, and like
Yeah.
the whole band.
I didn't know that they were prepared to play a different song.
And there's a
See, this is why we need to get everyone in
I know,
here.
dude. And literally, Beats looks back at Alex and just smiles at him like, "You motherfucker! I like double checked with you."
man.
And like, and he's kind of like, "Yeah, dude, it was great."
I was wondering why, like, it came in
Yes,
quiet and
that's
then
why.
like came to life.
They both thought
Holy
they were
shit.
playing My Own Worst Enemy.
That's
No
funny as fuck.
shit.
Yeah.
But no, that song was so. Like I said, man, like the drop and like everything about My Friends Over You, the lyrics, like everything, and how well we played it. I would say it was my favorite song to play
Yeah.
because of how fun and awesome it was. But I think, yeah, my all-time, the most fun I had was 1985.
We all got to
What was your second song?
The Starting Line.
Starting Line? Okay.
We all got to experience that too, where like we were all on stage for a really good song and like seeing from the stage perspective that crowd interaction. But then we all also got to get side stage and see 4 of our boys fucking crushing. It's a whole different perspective. Being up there and listening to your voice through the monitors and being like on the side of it, watching your boys do their fucking thing.
Yeah, Brody
when you
said
guys were
it-
doing the anthem and Skater Boy, I was like, they are, and I knew I was coming up with teenagers soon. I was like, I got a bar to hit, man. Like there's a standard being set
dude,
on
you did
stage
it,
right
Brody
now.
Brody said it best on his Facebook post. He said, he goes, I was just as much a fan last night as I was a part of the band,
Yes.
and I couldn't agree with
Yeah,
that more.
100%.
I was
because
drop in every time I wasn't on that stage. I was open mouth in awe of what I was looking at.
Really quick,
Another
let's
post he
plug
said-
that really quick. Brody, Serotonin, new album coming out.
Oh, yeah.
I
Fuck
can't.
yeah.
It's gonna be killer.
Lav, you and I got to hear the majority of it the other night.
Oh, the kid's fire.
It's fucking incredible.
kid's fire.
I cannot wait. We're gonna have him back on, not only to talk about
Supposed to
this
have
show.
him tonight.
Yeah, seriously, Brody, what the fuck? We're going to talk about the show, but we got to talk about his upcoming and shit. But for him to be so honed in on a whole different career path, literally mixing and fucking recording his own rap album and then doing his tattoo career and like also being a full-time dad,
Oh, and-
husband, and to come in and fucking rage a few songs with us on guitar.
A
and
few.
yeah.
He played bass. He played
Yeah.
guitar.
Yeah. No.
He played all the bangers,
And
it was
he
his
nailed
first
it.
show. It was
And
his
he
first
nailed
live
it.
show ever.
And
Yeah,
he
dude,
said it
he
was
was
his favorite
spoiled,
one he
yeah.
ever played.
Spoiled fucking
Yeah,
rotten,
no,
and
seriously,
he
dude.
fucking
How many
nailed
shows
it,
have you guys
man.
played with 5 people just standing there?
6
fucking-
million.
So many. And,
know what I'm saying?
And
Yeah,
to
100.
open at the paddock with that many people going that nuts for those songs.
But he
he played the worst songs in our opinion, the best songs in the crowd opinion.
dude,
The middle
I had
all of the
1985 was my favorite song.
no, all the
Bro,
songs though
he-
that we've played 100,000 times that we're like,
Well,
oh,
yeah.
this song. Like he literally
there's no
got
good
all-
song. They're not
They're
the
incredible.
worst
They're
songs,
just
but
we've played them
overplayed,
for so
yeah.
long.
but dude,
that it's
he
like,
enjoyed every fucking second
dude,
of that,
and he
bro.
killed it.
He
So you know
so
how
good.
also
fucking-
his post said, not the best show I've ever played. It said the best show I've ever been to.
Been to, yeah.
and he's been to a lot
Because he
of
said
good
that, like I
shows.
said, he
I'm
said
like-
that he's like I was just as much a fan as I was
Yeah.
a part of the band, and I couldn't agree with
Shit,
that
like I
statement
said,
where I was
shit
like,
was
because
biblical.
I was fangirling.
There's that
When I wasn't on that, you remember I'd come up behind
Yeah.
you,
Dude.
give you bite
Yeah.
your ear a little bit, and
Yeah.
I couldn't contain myself.
so hard.
Punk rock.
I couldn't contain myself. I just wanted to touch all of you guys. Like you guys were killing me.
And
Oh,
then
yeah.
and then we get to the after party and you're like,
Killing
I
me.
just want to cry in my bed. Will you guys shut up for 5 minutes?
I go. Can we all just lay down and snuggle me? And Brody came up. Remember,
Yeah,
Brody
he
came down.
literally
He's
got
like
in your
post show snuggles.
Yeah.
Like I could, like I said, I don't know what snapped in me or what it was, but like I couldn't calm myself.
Your emotions were
I
running
couldn't
rampant.
comprehend it. Like my brain was trying to remember.
You
every
were like an
single moment.
8-year-old that just discovered his first boner.
Literally.
You know what I'm saying?
Legit.
Wa-
Yeah, it
was
was
like,
like, yeah.
like
Like, what is that?
yeah.
Like I said, I almost felt like bad about it. Like I felt like I was being annoying, but I couldn't help. I was just like,
No, dude, it was great. And
No, you
well,
were annoying.
and this is another thing that it was both.
I'm just kidding.
Yo,
buddy.
we also like I don't know
It's just for
when
the
the
internet.
last time you guys.
I'm just trying to look cool on the internet.
It's always.
You know what I'm
"Daddy,
saying?
can take a joke, baby."
No, but like when was the last time you guys played? Like
4 years ago, Savory Cafe.
So I haven't played in a year and I haven't been on stage.
You
in
played
a year and a
Maggie's, though.
half.
Oh,
you
yeah,
played.
but-
You
That
played
doesn't.
Maggie's.
I wouldn't count that.
But the last time together, me and him played was 3.5.
The
I
last
mean,
time I-
being on stage with a band.
7.
Well, no, because you played the Out Chasing Lions
He wasn't in
anti-violence. No. I'm saying when was the last time you specifically were on stage, like performing live?
The Brewfest.
Okay.
End of August 2021.
Yep. So mine was September 11th, not this past year, but 2 years ago. So
Yeah.
just about a year and a half. To take,
Everyone in the band
to-
had the same story.
To take the stage with people that you've never taken the stage with before, and like we just were kind of fucking working out the kinks. You know what I mean?
Learning the bridges 10 minutes before the
for
show.
it to go as well as it did, and for us to also have like these little fucking like side stories. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, but we all knew
The
it was
stories
gonna
are the
go
best
that
part.
way.
Dude,
That's what
they're
makes
the
it
best
special.
part. Yeah.
The mistakes that we made and the fact that we can laugh about them and we know why they happened. You know, they were all silly little mistakes. We know why they, and the fact that we can laugh about them just makes
Yeah.
it all that more
I
special.
don't want to throw him under the bus, but it's gonna
here we
happen.
go.
Yeah, here we go.
No.
No. Listen. I go over to Alex's side of the stage, and I look down by the Marshall amp that's hooked up to the Helix and everything, and there's a set list on the ground that is soaked, just absolutely soaked. And I was like, what the fuck? And Alex doesn't drink,
Right.
so Beats had like a Monster or something on the floor of the stage that like tipped over and got the set list soaked. And then fucking throughout the night, I kept seeing it like it kept getting more and more deteriorated.
Just kept decaying.
It literally, like, fucking by the end of the set, it was just part of the stage. It was like laminated.
piece of
It
toilet
literally,
paper.
literally just rubbing off with the fucking.
No doubt.
And Alex.
So we are a part of the Paddock Club.
So Alex literally Beats came up after. He was like, "Dude, I've never been drunk at a show, and like I've had a lot of drinks." And I was like, "I haven't seen you drink a single drink, but I've seen 1,000 spilled all across the stage all night."
I didn't
like,
see him have a single
what-
drink either.
no, I didn't see him sip.
But he said the same words to me.
But
he goes, "I've never had a single drink of alcohol at a show I played," and he did tonight.
And then my brother Alex was like, after he said that, he kept like double checking on the songs, and he fucking crushed. He killed
Crushed
it.
him.
If at the end of the show, if I thought anyone was too drunk, it was.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we'll beep that one out, right? No, it was no, it was nobody.
She fell down
I
the
don't-
stairs.
Yeah.
Oh, homegirl.
I wasn't even thinking that.
Who were you thinking about?
Who? Okay.
Nobody. I don't think.
Why'd you look at me like
no,
that, though?
literally, for dramatic effect.
That's your
I was,
fault.
I was gonna.
I don't care.
I would no.
She don't care either.
Literally, no. I don't think. I was sincerely worried. I was like, if I get there at 3:30, I'm gonna be hammered by the time the show starts. So I made sure I didn't show up before.
My
6.
adrenaline was banging so bad.
Oh, you're talking about here.
Yeah. I was like, if I come here 3 hours before the show, I'm not going to be able to play my leads. You know what I mean?
Well-
so I feel like we all kind of like honed in, and there was not one person that I looked at and was like, he drank way too much and he shouldn't be on stage right now.
Dude,
like
you
I
had
would,
time to
I would have never looked at Beats and been like, dude, what the fuck are you doing?
No one had
dude, he
time
literally,
to drink.
At one point, he looked at me from across the stage. He's like, "Give me your low," and I played it, and he fucking, boom, like fucking, I got you. He's like, there,
Yeah.
you know. And it's like, if he really thought he was that fucked up,
He wasn't that fucked up.
No, but he thought
caught
he
all
was.
buzz. He caught all buzz.
I've played over 200 shows with that kid, and I've seen him maybe consume 5 alcoholic drinks.
That's what he
Dude,
said.
so I've played with Alex. I would say that I've played with you guys before because I've sat down and like jammed. No, we haven't played shows together, but I've sat down and jammed with you and Durs and Brody, and I've literally never sat down in a room with Matt Gregory or Alex Beats and played music. Ever.
It's
Treat
killer,
is a
right?
treat, right?
Dude,
They're
no,
good.
Treat.
that is an understatement.
It's a treat.
They are both so fucking
going-
incredibly talented.
It's
and not
outrageous.
only and as talented as they are, their hard work trumps that tenfold.
And they're the two most humble
Dude,
human
yeah,
beings
no,
on
they
this
won't. Yeah, no,
planet.
they literally. And that's one of the biggest things about music to me.
All they do is
ego.
compliment everybody
Dude,
fucking
yeah,
else.
yeah, no, it's dude. The
I'm like,
ego
shut
to me,
up.
The ego to me, yeah, seriously, like, yeah. Matt
We
goes,
know
laugh.
you're lying.
Yeah, no, dude, that's the difference. Matt
Not
was
that
like,
you're lying, but like you're what?
No,
fuck you,
Matt-
man.
they're the
They'd be like
best
if
dudes,
Aaron
man.
Judge walked
Dude.
up to like some guy that had like 1.5 legs and was like, "You're really good at hitting home runs." The guy would be like,
Yeah.
"Fuck you,
dude,
Aaron Judge." Like,
Literally, after every practice, Matt would be like, "Lav, you killed that song." He'd be like, "You think I don't know that?"
No.
like,
But he doesn't
like, you're-
ever do
You're
that.
telling
No,
me.
every time
No.
every time Matt compliments me all the time, I go, "Don't patronize me, motherfucker."
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Quit
Like,
gaslighting.
Fuck you,
No,
bro.
I want to say this too,
He's
though,
so
because
good.
no,
Same with
good.
Alex.
So
to say
the
Matt,
whole band is good.
to say Matt is a good drummer is taking so much away from him because he would literally be behind the kit playing his parts perfectly. We would finish a song and he'd be like one of the guitarists played like the wrong chord at this part in the song, and we'd be like, nobody else noticed that. I
Yeah.
played that song,
Right.
Yeah.
and I didn't notice.
For real, dude,
and
he's
and
insane.
you should be so focused on your fucking drums and fills and tempo that you're not paying attention to me, and you are so locked into your instrument
Right.
that you can focus on everything else and
No,
hear
he's-
when something is
He's
out.
just that good where
Dude.
he's like on an autopilot and does the craziest
Dude.
thing and focuses on everybody else.
I would say that
Fuck
he like
you, bro.
astral projects.
So
Like, he
my-
like
So
comes
good.
outside.
Bad.
Listen, this-
We're live?
we're live. We should be.
What were the fuck were you saying?
Fingers crossed.
so
I think we were just talking about Matt Gregory. First of all,
By the way, it's not Malbec.
it's Malbec.
Malbec.
MALB.
Y'all are
Did you-
fucking crazy.
you were
I
like,
work at a wine bar.
Lav goes, it's Malibu. How is it not Malabec?
It's like you guys are saying.
Mali boom boom. Remember those commercials?
You guys
Fucking-
might as well. So is it called Chardonnay?
No, it's Chardonnay. 3 syllables. I didn't know
That's what-
athlete had 3 syllables in it.
It doesn't.
Athlete.
Athlete.
What's that from?
It's Merlot.
A bench warmer.
Yes, it is.
Bench warmer.
Yes,
You
it
guys
is.
are athletes.
Lav, do you like you like red wine? You drink a nice Merlot every now and again.
I'm not-
See, this why I don't have this is why I have trust issues,
Dude. So
Because you can't speak Italian. I don't think that's
I was
a
gonna say
reason.
the English language is so fucked, and then once we start incorporating other languages into it, we just go all skewy.
Speaking of someone's language.
So is it Pinot or is it Peanut Garagio?
Pinot Grigio.
Peanut Garagio.
Yep.
Like little wine
You got it.
balls. You know what I'm saying? I'm a
Peanut-
chef.
Dude, if you go to a 5-star restaurant and order a
Workaholics.
Pinot Grigio, Grigio.
Oh, no. Oh.
So, anyways. Oh, okay.
Get the
Fire me up.
get the fuck out of here.
Anyways, all right. So let's get back talking.
Dude,
to,
your brother said one of the funniest things I ever fucking heard.
what did he say?
Everything he says.
Dude,
Yeah,
the pre
he's so clever.
The pregame before the show, man, I was fucking crying. He comes in, right, you know, and we got our nails painted, Lav's throwing on eyeliner.
Fags.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Shit
yeah,
like that.
big
And we're
fags.
like, I'm like, Alex, you're gonna paint your nails, right? And he goes, no. And I go, what do you mean, dude? It's punk rock. Like, you got to do it. He's like, see, that's the thing. He's like, you guys have to pretend to be punk rock.
Yeah.
I
no.
wake up. I am punk
Yeah,
rock.
that's what I said. I was like, I don't have to. It's cute that you guys have to play this character
Yeah,
to
he's
get
like,
on stage. It's like, no, I wake up. I had my black skinny jeans. I was going to wear this today regardless of whether we played a show or not.
Old
you
boy
guys are
was
all
wearing-
dressing up
Old boy
to play this
old
punk
boy,
rock.
Old boy wore khakis. That's way more punk rock than black skinnies.
And I literally looked at him like he was the dumbest kid ever, and then I realized I'm like, wow, he's right.
No, for real.
He
I
just
couldn't even
punk
argue.
rock.
I'm like, Alex
You know
Harris
what
just
I'm saying?
walked in this house and called us all posers.
Dude, if you tell Alex a joke, he will come back with a better joke that is more punk rock than anything you've ever said in your
he's
like
witty.
everything. Dude, it's so quick. It's
He eats, sleeps, and breathes punk rock.
yeah, no,
that kid is
yeah.
that kid is a literal savant.
He never for one
Genius.
second considered painting his nails. He goes, "That is
By the
not
way-
punk." He goes, "That's not punk rock."
By the way-
I'm punk
Yeah,
You
dude,
got-
for
yeah,
real. He's like,
yeah.
I'm as punk rock as it fucking.
That's
His
it.
coworkers
He goes-
showed up and didn't even know he was there.
Yeah, he literally goes, "What? You guys are gonna tell me pizza's pop punk? That's
Yeah.
cute."
I felt
I am
I
pop
like I
No,
I
for
felt,
real,
I
though.
felt bad when he said it. They're like he's like I literally had to sit there and like show video evidence
that I was there.
to
They
my
didn't believe
coworkers
it.
because I'm like yeah, they don't know. I'm like, you got to think. I'm telling Lav this earlier. I'm like, you got to think about it. Like he don't talk a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we're his homies. He talks to us and shit. You know, we've known him 15 years. He don't talk a lot. So you can only imagine him at the factory when he's at work. Doesn't say much. They probably think that he's going to shoot the fucking place up.
Yeah.
Who's
that kid that works that machine is in a punk rock band?
Yeah.
No.
Dahmer?
Yeah. Yeah. Literally.
No,
fucking. You're like, don't talk shit about Dahmer like
No,
that.
I'm just.
But bro, he's
You know what I'm saying, though?
know
Like, if
exactly
you
what
know
you're saying,
Alex,
yeah.
like, you know, he's not very. He doesn't talk
Dude.
a whole bunch. He doesn't say shit
Yo,
unless he has something
I
to
will.
say.
I will say this: as my brother, there is something so fucking special about him. Whether it's good or bad, it is so special.
It's
It is
everything is
fucking-
special. Like
oh,
it's,
he took special classes.
Dude,
for
it's
no-
sure.
so rare. It's so
no,
rare.
he's a fucking wizard,
Dude,
bro.
when in the
in my
fucking
experience, especially in music, and I mean, I'm sure this applies like to everything that you like that someone can be good at. But in my experience with music, musicians have egos. You know what I'm saying?
no,
And
not
to
this kid,
and
man.
to be that good at what you do and be 100% humble about it.
So humble about
He's
it.
never talked shit about another musician a day in his life.
Nope.
He doesn't rag on anyone. He doesn't do that. If there's
He
a
wants
problem,
to be better than he was.
yeah,
Not
if there's a
anyone
problem,
else. Yeah.
we fix it. You know, he doesn't piss, bitch, moan, nothing.
Dude, so
And in this band, like especially with a project like what we just did, eight members,
9.
9 members of this band, with that many people, with the amount of workload we took, there was no room for an ego in this band, and there wasn't. Not one person in this band had an ego. Needed to do this, needed to do that. No one yelled at each other.
There was one person that never showed up unprepared for practice. And it was
Alex Harris.
Alex Harris.
yeah.
and Matt Gregory
One. What that? Okay, 2.
and
Actually, no,
Alex,
Matt-
and Alex
So
Beats.
yo, the one day.
No, Alex showed up. Alex Beats showed up unprepared for a couple songs. Matt showed up unprepared for a couple songs, but then
that Logan was
figured it
supposed
out
to play
immediately. Yeah.
So
And then
the
figured
one
out-
time Matt was unprepared, he was like, "Logan's playing these songs, right?" We were like, "Yeah." He
He's
was
like,
like,
"I
"I'm gonna learn them
anyway."
anyways."
Yeah, just in
Yeah,
case.
which
Just for
again
fun.
shows fucking Matt's dedication.
Yeah.
Incredible,
Unreal.
No.
incredible.
I
But
would
dude,
say
your brother
so-
Alex, dude. I remember when I first met that kid, and he was 15 years old, and he's playing fucking,
Nutty
Bullet for My
shit.
Valentine.
Nutty shit. Fucking Coheed and
Obscene.
Cambria.
So,
fucking.
so
yeah.
it was me, Jake, Alex, and Kyle, and we played one song in their basement. Pots Bomb Pan.
But we played it 73 times.
But dude, there was something about this kid's brain that I'm like, dude, this kid's just out of this world, because he was so meticulous about everything. I'd be like, hey, dude, this chicken fusilli.
he met his match with Matt Gregory, being meticulous.
No,
Dude.
listen to this. Listen to this. He made me. He's 15
Cut from
years
the
old.
same cloth.
Started making chicken
For
fus-
real.
making me fucking
in a good way.
unbelievable dinners. And then all of a sudden he goes, "Hey, Lav, like you want some of these brownies?" I'm like, "No, dude, like I'm good." He goes, "No, dude, like there's no pot in them."
they're not pot ready. They're just brownies.
I go, "No, that's cool. I just
Still
don't
don't want
I just
one."
don't want any brownies." And he goes, "No, dude, they're just brownies." And I'm like,
I understand
I
that.
get that, dude. Like
He could not fathom the thought that you
That
didn't
you-
want chocolate
you
and
didn't
milk
want- you
at
didn't want
any given
dessert,
second.
yeah.
He was
couldn't
like,
believe it.
He was like, I don't think you're understanding what I'm saying. I made brownies and I'm offering you one. You're like, no, I completely understand the circumstances. What's going on? I don't want chocolate. He just stand there
They're just
dumbfounded.
brownies. I'm like, dude, that's cool, man. Like I just
Yeah.
haven't
Dude,
eaten.
He
But
can't-
no,
he
I remember-
can't- He can't understand an A to B conversation, but he can play the lead guitar for 45
Well,
songs in 6 days.
It was funny though, because during that fucking conversation, like I think Alex was like, "Yo, I made brownies," and Kyle was like, you can't just like put the weed in them, right?" And Alex was like, "Yeah, I
Get
didn't
the fuck
say
outta
they were."
here.
I was like, "I just
just-
made
I just-
brownies."
I
And
just
Kyle's
made
like, "Yeah."
But we also couldn't understand the fact that this
He was
15-year-old
making brownies
15-year-old
without
brownies. You know what I mean? Like, what are you
Yo,
doing, bro?
dude.
Don't you have like a geography test?
Dude,
going
it's
on?
so
Why
funny.
Are you making
he's,
brownies?
Dude.
he's 15 years old making brownies, and he just assumes that everyone thinks there's pot.
Yeah. Well, not only that, I
No,
think
there's
he,
no drugs.
I think
I
he
don't
just,
care. I don't want.
I think he just assumes that every human being on planet Earth always just wants brownies and milk the way he does.
Oh, yeah.
Or
So,
wants
like,
drugs.
Dude, I'm not even kidding. Fucking for
so
Christmas, for all the stocking stuffers and all that shit. Dude, I have a fucking jar of chocolate that I've had since Christmas. It only dwindles when he comes over.
Has he
I
always-
don't, dude.
so
I don't.
he's always had a sweet
dude,
tooth. Dude, he shows up. He
always,
shows up to
Always.
Goodfellas. Shows up to Goodfellas 3-4 times a month
gets
just
it-
for
he-
carrot cake.
Yeah, yep.
Carrot cake.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just for
And,
carrot
and
show
that's
right up.
and that's only when New Peer's out because he likes theirs better.
Kid knows what he likes.
He does,
You know
dude.
what I'm
He
saying?
fucking absolutely
And he's
is.
solid.
Yo,
Sticks to-
so
doesn't falter.
I need to say this more than anything because, like, even as my brother, dude, there's something about, like, I feel like as a songwriter, as a musician, like, I got something going on up here. I'm like, I can write, I can play, I can do this. Dude, Alex makes me feel like I am incapable of doing shit like that. Dude, there's something about his brain.
It's pretty unencouraging.
Yeah,
Dude,
dude.
no, there was something, and as good as he is at guitar is one thing. Dude, the way his mind works in terms of like matching up vocal phrasing and lyricism and rhyming, dude, there's something very, very fucking special about
said,
the
the
way
kid pays
his
attention.
Dude, there's something about the way his mind works that doesn't work with most humans.
He
I'm serious.
knew-
Like, but he channels it into music, not fucking math or business or like he channels it literally into not only music but specifically pop punk music.
Right.
So if you're 0.01% of the population that likes that, you definitely need to check out him.
Yeah,
and
imagine-
his shit because he's a fucking megalith of this genre.
Imagine if he cared
Seriously.
about astrophysics.
Seriously, he'd be scary. He'd be fucking talking with Lex
Elon
Friedman
Musk
about
who?
Seriously, I'm not kidding. He's very fucking.
If that kid
special.
cared about spaceships the way he cared about playing punk rock,
Yeah, no,
or
seriously.
just guitar in
Well,
general,
he'd be on Jupiter right now.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
recording punk rock.
he'd be floating around in space,
Yeah,
ripping
just
licks.
fucking
Fuck
zero
yeah, he would.
gravity.
Hell
He's
yeah.
actually really good at math, though, too, though. You know what I'm saying?
You
Like,
have to be good at math to play music. That's why I'm not a good
That's
guitar
what I'm
player.
saying, like,
Numbers don't make sense to me.
I feel like they make perfect sense in that kid's head, dude.
Because you're good at math.
No, I'm talking about Alex.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, he's got to understand
Yeah,
numbers
dude,
to
for sure.
understand
No, but
music
again,
the way he does.
if he had even the slightest bit idea of how good he was, I don't think he'd be as good as he was. Because ego plays such a fucking big part of it. And
Not to him. Not
no,
to him.
well, that's just it. If he felt like, oh, I'm so good at guitar, I'm so good at this, I'm so good, he wouldn't be working on it the way that he is. But he literally always has the mindset that, like, I could be so much better that he's constantly getting better.
His
And
only competition is him, though, and that's the cool part.
That's just it, man. And I constantly tell him, it's like, dude, I fucking wish I could challenge you at guitar because because if you and I could go back and forth and you would feel challenged by me, you would be fucking Randy Rhoads of our generation.
And I'm not trying to embarrass the kid. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No.
You know he doesn't like his home. He doesn't. You know he doesn't like his
he doesn't like
horn
getting.
tooted.
He
his
doesn't.
horn tooted.
He doesn't.
I'm giving you a compliment. You know what I'm saying?
He doesn't even watch the show. I'm
like
pretty sure.
Amanda, my manager, Amanda Harris. You know what I'm saying? At Goodfellas, my manager. She was
11-year-old Alex was better than 27-year-old Jake at
Oh,
guitar.
good. No, good. We were just saying that.
11-year-old Alex is going to be better than 57-year-old Jake at guitar.
We were
He
just
was
saying
unreal.
that when we just went to get the Coke.
He had the micro Marshall stick. He's playing like War Pigs and
Yeah.
fucking
We were just
Ozzy out and Van Halen
dude,
shit.
just talking
Yeah.
about that at the gas station. Jake goes, Alex, right now,
gets
presently, he goes, is better at me than guitar than I'll ever be in my entire life.
Yep.
I go, your brother right
you
now.
could spend the next 30 years of your life.
I literally go, your
no
brother
way.
in the talent show that he played in the 6th grade is better than I'll ever be at
for
fucking
sure.
guitar.
Dude.
Yeah, so-
he's that good.
So and it's funny because I was telling Evan too, like I don't really believe in like zodiac signs or like the fucking like personalities
Yin
or
and
shit,
yang, man.
right? But listen, so I'm a Libra and Alex is a Scorpio, right? I'm
Mandarin Chinese to me.
yeah, right. So whatever, right?
Jake's emotional, he's physical.
So the Libra is supposed to be like the
Essentially.
balance, right? And the Scorpio is
It's all
like
a crock of shit.
it's all
dude.
it's all a crock of shit.
It really is,
I couldn't
bro.
agree more, right?
100%.
I could not agree more. Could not agree more. I
all
think,
of those.
I think
Every
zodiac
single one of
signs-
those zodiac signs mean the same thing, just different words.
Yep. So again, I'm a
The-
I-
like,
no,
like
so
okay,
hold
like
on.
a Scorpio has like a big heart. You know what I mean?
I don't. No, I don't.
But
I don't.
like a Leo has like a giant heart. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm like,
Yeah.
is that
Wizard of Oz.
They're like
It's dude. It's that.
I love the
fucking
MySpace
pathetic.
ones. They'd be like Libras are good in bed, but fucking Scorpios are great in bed. You're like, we're both good in bed. Yeah.
Like
You know what I mean?
like. I'm like, who the fuck listens to? But dude, there's people that
that
swear
are
by it,
so hardcore into
up
it.
and down. I'm like,
Now-
nah, fuck that shit. I'm
Now
not retarded.
I'm a very very big
No, I know what you're
believer
saying.
in science and the stars and the galaxies and shit. I don't think
That's
what
tremendous.
Stars,
Okay.
I don't think what stars were in the sky when you were born have an impact
We ain't
on
getting
your
into this shit again. Knock
no,
it
no,
off.
no. That's what I'm saying though. The people that really do believe that like, oh, you're born in September, you're gonna be this. It's like, dude, I know someone who was born in September who is the exact opposite of that.
Yeah.
Don't think that just because you were born on this day, your personality is gonna be like your personality is derived from your upbringing, your fucking experiences.
Exact-
So
yes.
much more than just that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're a product of your environment.
There's something about though. This was
You know,
this
people are a product of their
yeah.
environment.
Alex
You're
and I were talking
influenced
about this though. It's funny because like Libras are supposed to be like the balance, and Scorpios, which is what
Oh,
Alex is,
fuck.
right? No, listen. So naturally, I didn't really want to be fucking incredible at guitar. I wanted to be okay at guitar.
He made it his life
Pretty
mission.
pretty good at vocals, piano, drums, this, that, the other thing, producing. You know what I mean? Like I wanted to be
I'm Jake.
decent.
I'm good at everything.
No,
and
no,
I
no.
gotta talk
no,
about
no,
it on the
no. That's the thing,
podcast.
though. I'm not. I wouldn't say that I'm good. I would say that again.
We were
Yes,
talking
It's
you
the
about
are.
jack. It's
Yes,
the
you
Jack
jack.
of all
No, no.
trades,
master of none.
Alex
but
just
Alex
mastered
is
that.
literally fucking. He's like, there is one thing that I'm going to be better at than fucking anybody
And he's like
else.
Neil Peart,
and
like
I
the
do
drummer.
not care what it's gonna take.
He's
Like
like Neil Peart. He wrote the lyrics for
literally-
Rush songs and shit.
He was literally skipping fucking middle school dances to practice guitar when it didn't matter at all. Like he literally was like, I'm gonna be so fucking honed in on this one very particular thing.
Yeah,
Whereas
he'll
I
be
was
the one that
I
gets
was born
famous.
fucking 20 days before him, and I'm like, nah, fuck that. I'm gonna do. Now I don't. If our birthdays were swapped, it could be the same fucking way, right? That is the
You were
one.
born 20 days before him?
Yeah, my birthday's the 9th. His
Oh, I
is
thought you
the
guys were like
30th.
a year apart.
No, okay.
A year
That
and 20
that does.
days.
Yeah.
Oh,
2
okay.
years.
2 years and
2
20
years
days.
and 20 days, something like that.
October,
but,
right?
But when you look
Yeah,
at
he's a
it
Libra,
from those, when you look
I don't
at
know
it
what the fuck
from,
that means.
yeah,
That
right.
means he's born in October.
He's like,
between
oh,
October.
he's like, oh,
I
I'm a
was at
fuck-
his
September
birthday party.
20
Where the fuck were you?
That's a good point.
Wow.
He was like, I was at home sending him a birthday card.
I
Like, real
was
motherfucker.
upstairs practicing pop punk with Alex.
The fuck you.
No,
were.
but
No, I
but
was
again,
not.
again,
I was drinking rum
to close this
and hosting at tables at Applebee's. That's what I was doing.
to close this portion of it out though, like there is something about Alex that is so special, and it is funny to me that like as little as I believe in fucking zodiac signs or the star, like it's weird that is one thing that is consistent, is that like I do like to be the balance of everything, and he's like, nah, I got to be this one particular fucking like megalith type thing. You know what I mean? Like
I get that, but also at the same time,
I don't think that has to do with our birthdays.
Listen, we tooted his horn a little bit, but not only just Alex, man. Like, I was so.
Can you imagine?
So excited to share the stage with the caliber of musicians that I just shared the stage.
Yeah.
Dude, can you imagine?
It's unbelievable.
Can you imagine if there was no Alex? Do you think Jake would be who he is? Can you imagine if there was no Jake? You think Alex would be who he is?
No, yeah, it works.
They're
out.
like two
Him and-
peas in a
Yin-
fucking
yeah,
pod,
that's what
bro.
he's saying with
Dude,
it. That's
you know
what
what I'm saying?
That's what he was trying to say with his bullshit zodiac signs. It's like yin and yang.
Yeah. No, seriously. I don't.
He's
I
one
couldn't
half
agree
of
more,
a
Lav.
whole.
Yeah.
He's half of a whole.
There's no you without him. There's no
Right.
him without
Correct.
you. Dude.
I would say 100%.
No way.
If somebody asked me to join a band and they already had a lead guitarist, I'd say sorry. I've got my lead guitarist.
You and your brother are like one.
We're a package deal. We're a package deal.
No, you guys are one soul sharing
You'd look
two
like
bodies.
you'd look like Ray Charles trying to play for the Houston Astros.
Dude,
you know what I'm saying?
it's crazy though.
Fucking no way.
Because remember though, when we got done with our set,
I don't
we-
know. I don't even know what that meant.
yeah. No, it worked.
You know what I'm saying?
It worked. You're like, no, I don't.
Not even a little bit.
What is the correlation?
no, dude, you guys
No,
are-
No,
but again,
you guys are seriously. You're one soul sharing two bodies.
so yeah, no, again too, it's funny because
perfect opposites.
dude, growing up, people literally would think that we're twins because of our fucking like telepathy and our like connection. And it's like, no, dude, we're 2 years apart, but we're so close that like I know what he's thinking, he knows what I'm thinking, like kind of shit. You know?
you guys spend an awkward
Dude,
amount of time together.
Dude,
Crazy.
It's funny because like no, as brothers, like can you imagine fucking do you get how often do you see your brothers, do you think?
Not like you guys do.
Dude,
Yeah.
Alex and I make it
well,
a
granted,
point.
only one of your brothers lives in town, but even then, we don't see Mike like every day.
Alex and
I've
I
been seeing a lot. I mean, Mike comes out to every
Dude,
fucking.
by the way-
any fucking function we do. Like,
So-
yeah, but it's not
I-
like he's sitting over here every day knocking
well,
on the
he
door.
comes
getting
over
lunch.
here every now and.
Dude,
no,
I
know.
never even met Mike until we went to the MyChem show. And then on the way back home, I realized, like, dude, Mike is the coolest lad. Like, why am I hanging out with
seriously.
Brendan when fucking I could be hanging out with Mike, talking about
Thought the
stories
same
so far and
fucking
shit?
thing when I
Like,
started hanging out.
They
I
were
was like-
talking.
I was
They
like,
were
dude,
talking about bands I never heard of in my entire life. I'm like,
thought
I'm
they
gonna
said,
fucking
like,
pass out.
I
in the
came
front
back.
seat.
I came back and I told Alex, I was like, dude, Mike is the Lav that we need to be hanging out because he knows our shit. I was like, he is like Lav,
Yeah.
but with our genre.
You know,
he knows the story
yeah,
and the
5
stage.
years ago,
like,
when Mike came of age and we can hang out with like at bars and stuff, I was like, I picked the wrong brother to start a music
Yeah,
career
Fuck
with.
you
no,
guys.
no.
but no.
I
Mike-
love you, Lav, but your brother is fucking good
God,
shit
he's
too.
so
And I
cool.
never knew him until we went to MyChem together.
I think Mike and Alex are like the same
got-
age.
and
Yeah, they
Andy's
are.
got
They
way
played
better
like
hair than
midget
you.
league together or some shit, dude. They played like little league baseball together. Mike and Alex did. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure. Yeah, dude. No, my little brother's cool, man.
The most legit dude.
Dude, he's
ever.
cool as shit. And again, he doesn't play music, does he?
Not at all.
He just loves it.
Dude, he
loves it.
not.
lives it.
I don't know who the fuck Census Fail is. I don't know who fucking
Starting
no. What's the
Dude,
Motionless
that's-
and White? I don't know who the fuck
That's
that is,
exactly
bro.
that. Yo, that's what I told Alex. Though I was like, Mike has the.
Michael
Yeah.
has the
I was like,
best
dude-
musical preference.
Well, dude, not only that, he has the passion
Yeah.
of a musician, but he doesn't play.
He just
he
loves
has
it.
again. He has the gene inside of him, but he channels it through like listening and appreciating as opposed
Yeah, he's
to
not.
playing.
He's
Right,
not
yeah.
biased. And then you look at me. I'm like, if it's not Tales Told by Dead Friends or
Yeah.
Lesson of Romantics, I'm like you guys. Let's play this a Day to Remember song. I'm like, that's dumb.
Yeah, you're like no one's gonna know that.
No one
one.
knows a Day to
Yeah.
Remember,
And then
and
you
you're
hear us
like,
play
and
it.
you're like, you're the only one
You're
that
the
doesn't
oddball.
know who
Yeah,
a
you're
Day
the
to
oddball,
Remember is.
Dude, Michael has introduced me to like 7 of the bands I listen to this day. Like I wouldn't know who Black Veil Brides was without Michael. I wouldn't know who Census Fail was without Michael. I wouldn't know who Ice Nine Kills, who's killing it right now, by the way.
Dude,
I wouldn't know who any.
I am very,
Dude, it's-
very close-minded
Michael-
when it comes to music.
It's so funny.
Michael is not. Michael
spent-
listens to.
I am.
We
I don't
spent
listen to
fucking
shit.
yo. We spent 3 hours driving down to Albany to the MyChem show. He said fucking maybe less than 5 words. We go see.
He just turned around
Well,
like-
dude, no. We go see a show. We get a couple drinks in us, dude. The 3 hour ride back. Him and I could not stop talking about music.
Oh, kind of like the Matt
Dude,
Gregory
dude,
podcast?
Dude, literally just
My
literally.
him and my
Could
little
not
brother.
shut the
I'm
fuck
sitting in the
up.
front seat. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing here?
Dude, I'm showing him demos of my shit.
Puffing smokes.
Dude,
I go,
literally-
Jake, you got to pull over on this
I'm-
exit
yeah.
so I can smoke a cigarette.
Dude, we literally
And grab
we
a six-pack,
We
remember?
pulled off. We pulled off. We
I gotta
took like
get
a
the
fucking
fuck out of
20-minute
this car,
detour. Dude, we took a 20-minute detour so we could get smokes. It's like, dude, it's 3 a.m. All of these stores are closed.
Like
Dude, we
you guys
found-
I
cared
go,
about a
Jake.
20
I go,
minute-
Jake. Type in your phone nearest gas station.
And it was
Oh,
a Stewart's
dude,
and fucking like fucking. Dude,
was
I
like
can't even
fucking
remember
1:30
what
in the
it was
morning.
like Canastota we pulled it. Like 2.5 hours
Dude,
from home.
it's
Like
bad.
fucking.
I'm like, you guys sitting there. I sat out fucking side, had a couple blue lights, and smoked
And they
cigarettes.
just sat in the car?
and
Yeah.
They just sat there and talked about fucking 4 Years Strong or whoever the
Dude,
fuck
it
story
was
so
great,
far or
man.
some shit. I don't fucking know.
But it was so
Forrest
funny
Strong's a
though.
great
It was
band.
so funny because I had literally like I had probably met Mike once before that, and then after that I'd only seen him at the show. That was the next time I saw. I haven't seen him in 6 months. If I would have ran into him in the last 4
he
or
had
5
long
months,
hair back at
he
that,
did,
yeah.
but not like I wouldn't have recognized him, dude. I literally consider him one of my really good friends now from
Yeah,
the
he's
one
good
conversation
shit.
because it's like we just click so easily.
good
you know what I
shit,
mean?
man.
Dude, he's fucking such good
he's
shit.
the best.
He's
He
wicked
is.
good shit,
dude.
dude.
Fucking such good shit, and I'm glad that. And I don't know if you knew this, Ev, but literally, fucking, they had bought tickets to that MyChem show, and then their older brother unfortunately ended up getting COVID.
Yeah.
And this was just when me and Lav started. Dude,
Oh, believe me, I was
hadn't
pissed.
hung out with you in fucking years.
Yeah, believe me, I had
Years.
something to say
Yeah,
about
I'm
that.
sure you did. You were like, listen, you didn't record my There
He was
Is
mad.
cover.
I was so mad. Because
He's like, why are you hanging out with Jake
Yeah.
instead of me?
I come to the bar.
and you were like, name
I
3
go to-
MyChem songs. He was like, that's fair. That's fair.
That's no, I think that's like verbatim
what
how
it
it
came
went down.
down to.
Well, I saw you at.
I'm like, I show up to the bar and he's like, oh yeah, this weekend, me. He told me he's like, oh, Chris got COVID, like. He's like, me and Jake Harris, and we're all going down. I'm like,
He goes, yo. He comes
Yeah,
up to you
no
and goes,
doubt.
my brother. You know how we were going to
I was
MyChem?
still living a couple doors down.
Dude,
I
he
was
goes,
living here.
I don't
back
give,
then.
I don't give a fuck. I was like,
was- it was like-
no, I was like, yeah, no, just forget about
Yo.
me. He's like, I knew you had to work. I was like, I'd still like the opportunity to say no.
It was like the SpongeBob movie where Lav was like, hey, you know how we bought tickets to MyChem? He was like, oh, God. He was like, and my brother got COVID. You were like, here it comes. He was like, so we're inviting
we're getting
Jake.
Jake.
And you were like, woohoo! Wait, what?
Yeah, dude.
Wait,
I
wait,
literally
what?
looked at him. I was like, sweet, bro.
You
Bro,
were
this
like,
is back when I was rolling the dough, man. I had
I
a
was
shit ton
pissed.
of money. I bought
He's like,
all
dude, I just figured you had to work. It was last minute. I was like, I would like to tell you no, I can't go.
I bought
it's the
3
sentiment.
tickets. I bought 3 tickets.
dude, they were such
for
good
me
seats,
and my
dude.
2
They were
brothers.
fucking awesome.
Dude, I'm talking like, bro, we were.
I'm glad
like,
you guys had a good time.
It was. Yeah. I've
like
been-
from here to your truck is how close we were to the stage. Like right there.
Yeah.
And it was like, I don't know, like
I mean, honestly, as
$700.
much time as we talked about
Jake-
it, like I live vicariously through it. I feel like I was there.
You might as well have been. You might as well have been.
Jake strolls into the 1869 Tavern while I was working. I'm like, yo, what the fuck you doing like in 2 days?
He didn't
No,
say
no.
that to me the day
No, no.
before I was there.
So we had done that fucking There Is cover, and so we had just spent
We had
like,
already done that?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
no, it was way before. Way before.
Way before.
Was
Way
it?
before.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
way before.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I was just randomly coming into 69 then.
After Channel
After
Side, yeah.
Channel Side. Dude,
Yep.
I was getting fucking...
Oh,
this
we
is
know.
so
Oh,
bad.
we
This is
know.
so bad. But I would come back into town after Channel Side,
You have
after having
something
a
you
couple
need to talk
drinks.
about?
I have a few things.
No,
I
no,
have a
please
few
don't.
things I got to get off my chest
I had-
after this.
I hadn't seen you in years, and then
Thank God
and,
you had that. You have that composure.
Yeah, right.
And then
I don't
we
want to delete this one.
we all
It's not recording anyway.
We chilled at Brody's wedding. We chilled at Brody's wedding. Hadn't seen you in years. Chilled at Brody's wedding, and then you started popping into 69 like every fucking
Doing karaoke
shift.
and shit.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
for sure. So he comes in, and I go, dude, I want to do a cover.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, bet.
I was
And
mad
then
about that too. You think Alex snapped? I snapped. I was like, am I not
He
good
didn't
enough to
speak.
play
He didn't
guitar?
speak to me for 3
we're like,
weeks.
no.
I'm like, I'm going to Jake. He goes, yeah, I know you're going to Jake's.
And then Lav goes, yo, come over. And you go, I'm not going to do
I'm
that.
like, you just made
Yeah.
me play this song on guitar for 2 weeks in the kitchen so you could practice it or record it with someone else. I was like, yeah, no doubt.
I asked you to fucking come over.
You did
Anyway,
not.
so Jake comes up, and I'm like, yo, dude.
I'm glad you guys did with that.
I'm
one.
like,
It
what
was
are you doing
fucking
next week?
banging video, man.
I'm like,
so
what,
good.
I'm like, what the fuck you doing next week?
So fucking
I go, I got my chem tickets, man. And he was like,
He calls me when
yeah.
I was at Channel Side, and I literally got a call from Lav. I'm like,
Was it the
halfway-
day I was sitting there eating ribs?
No, it was not. No, it wasn't. But I wish it was. That would have been
I
awesome.
wish it was, too.
I would have
That'd
fucking
be
came
dope.
out. I would have rubbed it right in your face.
Right in your motherfucking
I'd have been like,
face.
I'd have been like, yo, I got this meal. I'm going to my chem on fucking Tuesday.
Hey, guess what, queer?
Yeah. No,
Hope
dude.
you like that rib special.
Yeah.
I'm going to my chem.
No, dude. Fucking.
Now
He
give me
literally.
$55.
He calls me, and I'm thinking like. There is no reason Lav would call me unless it was an absolute like emergency. Like I'm at
This
work.
was an
I'm at work.
emergency.
He knows I'm at work. I answer.
It
He goes-
was, right?
He goes, "Yo, what are you doing Tuesday?" I was like, "I don't know." He's like, "You want to go see my chem?" And I'm like,
I don't
guess
think
it
he said, "Do you
wasn't
wanna
emer-"
see?" He said, "You're
No,
going
he,
to
He
see."
literally was like, "Dude," he's like, "I got tickets. Like this fell through. Do you want to come with me?" And I was thinking like, dude, it's so funny because I just started going to the 69 to see him again a couple weeks ago, and it's like the way that it all lined up. Like if I hadn't fucking randomly popped in to do karaoke one night, I wouldn't have got to go see my chem. That's just the way it happened.
And we probably wouldn't have this podcast.
No,
right now.
no, 100%, 100%. I truly believe.
I disagree. We've all three of us have been those type of friends, though.
No.
we go through periods of time where we spend every day
Yes.
with each other for 2 years,
Yep.
and then don't see each other for a year
Yeah,
and a half.
100%. That's why I say though.
And then
that
it's always just like click right when
But-
we're back together. It's just like a puzzle piece. It's like whack.
But if I didn't go to the 69 for weeks prior, hanging out with him, talking about
You were
like,
fresh
dude,
on the
We
brain.
literally, him and I, the first day I went there, I brought a coworker with us, and him and I literally did like famous last words.
Yeah,
And we
yeah.
were like, yup, like fucking my chem, like we were
Karaoke, you guys
Yeah.
did famous.
Yes, yeah.
While,
well, he did.
while I was working.
He did, yeah. And we were like, God damn, like, and we kind of fucking branched off of it. And weeks later, he invited me. And I was like, if I didn't just start showing up at karaoke doing fucking my, like, you,
'Cause
someone
actually,
else would have been
you
invited
came to
for
you
sure.
came to my other house that night, and we fucking ripped guitars.
He
and-
probably would
Yeah.
have invited me.
Yeah,
you know?
100%.
Fuck
Yep.
you. But no, dude. So
100%, Ev.
So,
I'm glad.
So the three days leading.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
The 3 days leading up to the show, I'm like, hey man, you still good? He goes, yeah, dude, I'm still fucking good. I'm still fucking
And then
good.
I got so
The day-
sick. I got
the day
so
of the
sick.
show.
You're always sick.
I
the day of
know.
the show, like
I don't take care of myself.
I'm
You gotta
texting
lay
like,
off them gas station burritos, bro.
I'm like, hey, like you still good? Hey, you
And
still
the
good?
rum.
Didn't answer me.
That fermented sugar
I'm
cane.
sorry, Liv.
Didn't answer me. I'm like, hey, like you come, like, are you still driving us? Like, what's the deal? Didn't answer me.
He's got a knack for that.
Yeah.
He texted me back at like
It's my signature move.
No
If
shit.
I'm being honest.
He texted me back at like 3:30 in the afternoon. Like,
Like,
show
you think
starts
I
at like
missed this?
8. You think I'd miss this? I'm on my way.
You're like,
I
well,
did-
I'm freaking out calling
thank-
other people,
Yeah, thanks
offering them your
Thanks
ticket.
for the heart attack.
I get in his whip and he's
Let me
like,
feel that
yeah,
tonight
dude.
with the podcast.
He goes, yeah, dude. I almost was like, no, I ain't fucking coming. I'm
Yeah.
I'm
Dude,
like, you could've-
the last
No, no, no.
practice, the last Thursday before the rock
Yep.
show, you didn't answer the group chat all day long. We're all at practice, and everyone
Oh,
was
it's the
sitting there
Jake Harris special.
we're like, is Jake coming? Like, has anyone heard from Jake? And like Brody was like, dude, I called him, he didn't answer. You called me, he didn't answer. I was like, I even called him, and I said, I was like,
hey, can
he'll
you
be
hear me?
here. I was like, he'll be
The
here.
only thing better about me not answering all those calls is rejecting the last one and texting immediately. Be like, I'll be there.
No,
Don't you fucking worry.
you like reject the last call from the driveway, and then you just pop in the band room.
Yeah.
and you're like,
go.
hey,
Yo.
I'm ready to be the best player.
He does, dude.
Yo,
That's what he
no,
does.
no. Again,
He'll
dude,
call you
this
right
is-
back. Hey, can you hear me?
Are you just? Do you do it for? You do it for dramatic effect?
No, this is my least favorite quality
it.
about myself.
No, I get it.
What if somebody messages me, I will read the message, reply in my head as if I replied physically, and in my head, me and this person are on the same page.
God, you
while
and
this
Brody-
person
you
are
and Brody
waiting
should
for
hang
a
out.
reply. And like so I'm looking like the asshole, like, dude, I haven't heard from Jake in days, and I'm over here like we're hanging out tonight, right? At 8 o'clock. Like that was the plan a week ago.
Hit you up
and
at
even though
7:50, I'm
even though
pulling
you
in.
tried to confirm with me 12 hours ago and I didn't say anything, like that's still
He'll
the plan
stick
in
to
my
the
mind.
plan,
Dude,
yeah.
no, that's how I don't need that reconfirmation. Like
Yeah,
if I
you're like-
committed to
that's
something,
true.
I'm there.
You're
That's
like,
very true.
I'm not gonna re-answer dumb questions.
Yeah, that's
Dude.
what it is, man. It's so dumb.
Bro.
But it makes me look like the flaky one.
You
but
are
I
flaky as
but I show up late all the time.
You just scare us.
Yeah.
I'm not
Dude.
saying you're flaky because you always show up.
Yeah.
So that you're not flaky.
Dude.
Also, don't ever call him between 4:19 and 4:21.
Dude, I'll
Listen to this.
Tubes.
No,
so
dude.
mad.
Tubes.
Dude, no, you don't understand. It's
Tubes?
It's literally like clockwork.
It's
bro.
a ritual, bro.
Bro.
Is it tubes?
Dude, I
It's
called him.
It's tubes.
Yeah, it's tubes.
So
yeah,
when-
no, it's
when
tubes for sure.
when we were when we had to stop.
Speaking of tubes,
we had to stop recording that there is video so that he could sprint into his fucking studio and smoke a bong. And
I'm like in the middle of like a month. I go, Lab, pack me a bong. He goes, I don't know how to do that. I
Lab,
go,
I don't know how to do
you
that.
just pack
Listen,
me a
stop.
bong?
Listen.
you went to parochial school.
I
We
understand.
smoke weed.
Listen, bro. Like
We have our rituals.
Listen, he's doing
We
the
have our religions.
He's listen. He's doing the mix. He's doing the
My
mix.
church looks
He goes,
different than
He goes, Lab, pack me a bong or start doing the mix. I go, I don't know how to do either of those things.
I was
So-
like,
so-
So start doing the
I
mix.
understand
So he
you
no
not
no.
doing
So
the
he
mix.
handed me the bag of weed and the bong. I'm like, you could be handing me
like
a
higher,
ash-
the Rosetta Stone. I don't know
Yeah,
how to
dude,
translate this right now.
like
Is
an
this
ash-
Braille?
No, dude. I'm like, I don't know. So then he fucking goes back and does the mix.
He pulls up. What is that?
No. So he comes back into the room where we were recording. He goes, "Where's the bong? I told you I didn't know how to do
It's
that."
What is a bong?
It is
Where's the bong?
It is 4:21 at this point, and
was-
I start unleashing.
He was
on-
actual, not joke, not joke, actual mad.
I've never seen
that
him
there
actual
wasn't a
mad.
bong packed at 420. Then listen to this. So a couple weeks.
I've
later,
never seen you get angry. Not one time. Not one
ye-
single time.
I,
wasn't
I-
actual mad, but he
I
was-
yelled at Alex during practice for not hitting that base slide as a joke.
Dude,
one
I've known
day,
you for
and
almost.
people
I've known you for
snapped.
almost 15 years.
Yeah.
I've never seen
Dude,
you.
no,
mad.
you know, I wanna hit on this really quick, Lab. I don't want to.
Wait, I'm not done. So then a couple
I'm
weeks.
not done. You're gonna see me get angry.
I didn't even know why that was funny. I didn't.
A couple days later, I call him, and I hear,
No, you literally hear
yeah, I hear
like the bubbling on the ball.
Yeah, I thought.
And I
like
literally
I go. What are you driving or something? He goes,
I go, check the time.
He goes. "No." He goes, check the time. And I look at it, it says,
draws like a pencil.
and it, he goes, listen. He goes, check the time. And I just look at my,
Are you crying?
and it says, it says 4:20. I go, it's 4:20. Oh,
Jesus
okay.
Christ.
Yeah.
He goes, check the time. You look at 420. He goes,
Hey, it's KG. You know what to do.
Here's what I heard though. Here's what I heard. I called him up, and then he actually answered the fucking phone for once in his goddamn life, and I hear,
Instead of can you hear me? It was
Yeah.
check the time.
yo, are you starting to feel
I go-
the
I go-
effects of the guest couch over there?
yeah.
Look at dude. He's gassed up
No,
over
it's
there.
fucking uncomfortable.
No, I'm all right. But I'm like,
He's
what?
in
do
a
you-
superhero
but I-
stance over there. Fucking.
God, you
I'm
look
like-
like you look like me last night with that fucking buzzy up my bummy.
We'll get into that.
Oh, we
Yeah.
will get into that.
Yeah,
But no, dude, I was like, I just hear truffle. I'm like, what are you? Was that you? I've never heard that. No,
it wasn't me.
was that you?
It was him.
Anyway, I heard truffle. I'm like, what are you driving? He goes, check the time. 4:20. He's fucking ripping bongs, bro.
Yo, so and it's so funny. Yo, my fiance every time it's 4:20 will literally say like it's 4:20, blaze it, faggot. Like making fun, dude. Literally, no, seriously, no, because it's such a fucking. Because it's such a meme. Like, like who smokes at 4:20 is losers. Who literally think smoking at 4:20 is cool.
Yeah, you.
Me. No, literally. Because there's
Oh,
there's,
yeah.
Yeah, I'm
there's
saying.
something dude, there's something in my head that is like ritualistic about it. Like it's so
Like-
weird.
Oh, it's superstition
Dude,
at
it's-
this point.
it
It's
really-
superstition.
it really
it's like when
is,
you
man.
spill
Like,
the salt and you got to
dude,
do the left. Yeah.
dude,
Like to a
literally.
fault,
Dude,
he's that realistic about.
Yeah, no, it's
religious
like,
about.
dude,
it.
Not
when-
religious, superstitious.
Dude, when
Bro.
Lav almost didn't pack my bong during our cover, he almost got
flipped
kicked
out.
out of the cover. Like I was like, I'll just do it myself. You
like,
know,
"Leave
all
my
my
house."
vocals are recorded.
What are you here for?
Yeah, exactly. I was like,
This was my idea.
I'm like, I don't know what to do with my hands.
And Lav literally was like, "Are you being serious right now?" I was like, "There's nothing I'm more serious about."
yeah, Lev has spent
And again-
very minimal time in front of
I'm
a drug
gonna do-
addict.
Hit
And
under the couch.
and again, it's not even so
Dead
much
serious,
like,
bro. He was real.
dude. If it was fucking 3:38 and I was like, "Yo, Lab, pack me a box," and he didn't do it, and
Yeah,
it was
fine.
3:45, it's like, "Oh, dude, no big deal."
You don't like to
But
miss
dude,
that.
there's something about that fucking ritual. Even like Alex and I have, like, we will.
asked you to walk.
Dude, literally, I was like,
I told
I was
you
like,
I
all
don't
the,
know how to
I was
do
like,
that.
all the work I'm
Cage,
putting in, you
get in the
can't
circle.
fucking
Get
take
in the circle.
He goes, you can't put some weed in
Dude,
this little
here's the
hole."
thing.
I'm
Here's
like,
the
"I
thing.
guess
Mr.
not."
fucking
But
Cook.
seriously, how
Mr. Mr. Cook over here doesn't know how to work an herb.
We're not building.
You know what I mean? Like, fucking grind it up. You put it. That like
It ain't.
it's.
We're not like you're.
Oh, I had a I still couldn't do it to this day.
Oh
then.
my fucking god! We're not building rockets.
Dude, it's
We're doing drugs.
it.
Bro, I don't do that.
They don't
Dude,
let
it's-
people. They literally don't let people that do drugs build rockets.
That's a good point.
You know
It's a
what I'm
very
saying?
good point,
I had to grind it first.
dude.
Oh my!
thought you-
dude, good Christ!
Lev, you
Home-
don't know how to pack a bowl. No, I don't know how to
That's
pack a
funny.
bowl.
Homegirl said that to me this morning. She's hanging out at the house. She goes, and because she brought me some buds, and she's like, do you even have a grinder? I was like, yeah, I got 2 attached to my body.
I used the grinder that God gave me.
Yeah,
you said just fucking.
thank you so much.
yeah,
for
you know.
Christ's sake.
But fucking, it's
I don't even want to now.
Y'all saw that?
Yeah,
we gotta get a guest on that couch.
yeah, we saw it, dude. We can't
No.
leave him alone over
So-
like that. It's just irresponsible.
I missed my
No,
spot.
but so again, it's there's something like I really like, and it's so funny because the second somebody tells me like, dude, I smoke at 420 every day, I'm like, what
You
a
know what I'm saying?
loser.
I've
And the
never-
second I do, I'm like,
Like,
I'm
now-
doing the right thing.
Dude, now
You know
I
what
think
mean?
you're a fucking loser.
Dude, I hope you do.
No,
I
never.
I never want to paint myself in a positive light.
not in my
you know what I'm
fucking
saying?
life. Listen,
But-
can we just get back to where we were about talking about punk rock? Because
That was like 2
That was-
and a
yeah,
half
that
hours.
was-
I
that
don't
was a while
care.
ago.
I don't
But
care.
yes.
You know what? The
Yes.
show was days ago, and I still can't get over it.
Let's wrap up in the next 5-10 minutes.
Yeah.
About how magical that fucking night was.
Yeah.
Share
right,
something
let's-
about that night that maybe wasn't about the like what stood out in particular to you
Yeah, I
about
want to
that
let's
night.
start with you. Like, yeah.
Anything like Lav?
You
It
know,
was
so-
your birthday, dude.
What was
Like,
your 5
I
minutes
can-
of fame?
I can only imagine a significant birthday getting rung in that way. Like,
Dude, it was, yeah, man. I mean, it was,
We bought him a $200 jacket.
yeah. dude.
Sung "Happy Birthday" on stage with. By the way, I know it was dark. You couldn't see it. Eagles colored cupcakes.
Oh,
You're welcome.
I don't eat sweets, so I didn't.
I
even
know. Yeah, the Eagles color.
You think that color scheme
We-
on the shirt's an
we-
accident right
we,
there?
You're
we,
welcome.
We bought him.
I came up with that color.
We got him
scheme.
cupcakes.
Oh,
and
by
he was
the way,
like,
Brody.
you know I don't eat.
By the way,
cupcakes."
Brody, you still owe me $20
What's Brody owe you 20 for?
for the birthday gift.
Oh,
can't believe
he
you guys-
does.
He never had cash. I don't
can't
have.
believe
I
all
don't
you
have Venmo. He
motherfuckers
don't.
behind my back were fucking.
You thought we were gonna
tossing
let
20s back and forth.
You thought we were
at
gonna let
practice.
you fucking go all day without a present from the boys? You're out of your mind.
Dude,
It was a sweet present.
I want
man.
to say that too. I literally. So the show was what, 2 days ago?
3.
3 days ago. And I brought a handle of Captain here, and there was already one that wasn't touched.
3 handles.
There's
Yeah, there was already one that wasn't touched, and I literally
You left the one that you brought.
Yeah. This morning I woke up and I was like, I don't think I'll have to buy any more rum for the pod because I just brought in a handle yesterday.
Wrong.
And then I looked
Long
up, I was
gone.
like, oh, that was 2
Wrong.
days ago.
Yeah.
I need to go grab another, which is so bad, so
Awful.
bad.
Awful.
But it is
But
funny
no.
that like I know that if it was the ensuing day, we'd have been fine.
Right.
24 hours later, we needed another handle.
Yeah, dude. 48
So
hours.
bad.
oh, dude, if a handle of Captain lasts 48 hours in this house,
Something's
we are-
wrong.
yeah, we're-
Someone's sick,
someone's happy.
But,
which is
You
rare.
know what I'm saying? Like one of us is in a good mood
But
if there
no,
ain't a handle gone in 2 fucking days, and that's weird.
but no, man. You guys literally blew my mind, bro. Like everybody was so cool. We all put our heart and soul into that show.
Blood, sweat, and
But
tears.
it was that whole day, man. Like we were all there at fucking crack at 10:30 in the
Well, we
morning.
got to start
set
from.
up.
We cut you off. I cut you off before the break. Denise and
Yeah,
Shout
dude.
out.
I mean, and Rick
Yeah.
and Denise.
letting us do the band room, man.
sure, dude.
None of it would have been possible without a space.
No
Yeah.
questions asked, dude. And we were there till fucking the late hours of the night, man.
Yeah.
Like, not even starting at. We would get there at fucking 4 and be there till 9.
And not
Not
only
only
not
that,
only
you
did
know
they
what
let
I'm
us
saying?
use it, but she came and sat in the room and listened to a 4-hour
And
band
loved
practice.
it,
Yeah.
dude. Yeah.
Matt's dad
Tuning
after,
the drums.
after our last practice. He was
Yeah.
like, "What did you guys do with the bass?" Because it was on point today, and that was when Alex got his new bass
Yeah.
and the new rig. So like, not only were they fucking tolerating it, they
But
were
paying
also
attention.
paying attention, listening to it, and fucking like letting us know where our faults were and
Oh,
where our
dude,
strengths were.
you've
like,
heard Rick play. He's a
dude,
astute
yo, my
musician.
favorite.
Matt said his dad came in and tuned his drum set before
Yeah,
we started
yep.
practicing. He was
Yeah.
like, he tuned 2 snares in my whole kit.
Yeah.
Before
Dude,
this.
Shout out
Like,
to
They put just as much effort into
Rick
music.
and Denise.
Rick and
Gregory.
Denise, but literally every single person that made this possible.
Every
all
single
the
one.
musicians, all of the adults that tolerated us, whether it was practicing or fucking letting us play at their
Yep.
fucking venue.
The bartenders,
Robert,
Robert,
the bouncers, the police officers, literally everybody that took the slightest part in that night. Most importantly than anything, everybody who showed up. And not only showed up, but showed up
And participated.
participated. Dude, that is the biggest
That's
thing.
a great point because we were talking about that earlier. I was like,
Also, how about the people that waited 40
Dude,
minutes? in
Yeah,
line
the
to
people
get
that
in?
waited outside to get in. If you stuck it out, man, God bless you. And if
Seriously,
you
man,
didn't
like-
get in, we couldn't feel worse, but
We're
couldn't
gonna
make
do it
everyone-
better
we
in a
couldn't
few
make
months.
anyone else. We couldn't make everyone happy, but we found that flaw and we're gonna fix it.
Yeah. No.
And
There's nothing we could have possibly done to.
No, the only thing we could have done is play at a different venue, and I don't even think a different one would have had even more capacity,
No,
where people
dude.
were more accessible to be able to get
Where?
in. Like,
Where?
like
Didn't
even you
even
can,
want-
you
I
can
love
argue
that. I
you
love
can
everyone
argue,
there.
You can argue that the X Hall has a lot more space, but that show was a bar show, not a fucking
Yeah.
venue like
Right.
specific rent this place out to play at show. You know what I mean? Like
Yep.
I think we really
I was
did
thinking
it
about that too.
the way we were, and that's the thing. Like you play at the Paddock, and 90 people show up, and it literally is like
packed.
you couldn't have fit another soul in that building.
No.
You
We
play at
put
the X
150 in
Hall.
there.
Seriously, right? You play at the X Hall. 90 people show up. You're like, God,
empty.
nobody knew about
Right,
it.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's a whole different.
It's a
vibe.
fine line.
dude. And it
But
was
then you
so.
have to rent a stage and.
Dude,
you
but
know what I'm
however,
saying?
being at the Paddock, because again, I never even been to the Paddock, let alone played there. In the intimacy of that show,
Exactly. Thank you for
people-
saying that.
the
It was
people-
intimate.
What-
Yes.
we need to shout out. What was her name? Alexa.
Lexi.
This sweet angel in the front row all fucking night. Disabled in a wheelchair.
Oh,
yeah,
literally right up in the
Didn't
front.
fucking move for 4
No,
hours,
seriously.
dude.
Even during our break, was like, I'm not losing this spot.
She was on my side, microphone
Dude,
side,
it was
right?
Oh,
it
yeah,
was
you had her whole
and
night,
Lav,
yeah,
I'm
bro.
so
Absolutely.
fucking glad, Lav, that you ended up like pointing it out and saying
Yeah.
something because you don't want
Dude.
to bring attention to like anything, but you did it the right way.
She gave us
had
her
nothing-
attention.
She gave
undivided.
us not
I
only
wasn't
that.
calling out because she
No.
had disability. I was calling out because she
No.
was sitting right in the
Dude,
fucking
and you,
front
and you
row
don't
all
expect
night.
it. You don't expect it, and the fact that she was there was, dude, that meant more to me than anything. Because
And the
like,
cool part is, none of us know her.
Yeah.
She saw the
Yeah.
flyer.
No, I had
heard
no
about
idea.
It from around.
Yep.
She either heard it on the radio, saw the flyer, or got the word of mouth and was like, "We're going."
dude,
Yeah,
I
dude.
actually
That's
thought about
badass.
that.
You know what I'm saying? It
yeah.
wasn't a
Badass.
friend that came to support us
Yeah.
because we're us. That was
Dude,
a complete stranger
Yep.
I
that
thought
made
about
it there.
that.
The note
And
to
he got
get
there early and
Yeah.
sat.
She
She
had
goes,
a clock-
"This is my fucking
Yeah.
spot, dude, and
We
I'm
should-
not fucking moving
We should
the
try
whole
and
night."
we should try and find out like exactly who it was and
Hell
get her
yeah,
one of these
dude.
because we have
Shouldn't be
these
that
signed
hard.
posters that we fucking didn't give out.
I've got 'em all
We should give
still,
one
man.
to her. Yeah, we should fucking reach out.
Should
if anyone
love
knows
that.
Lexi, fucking give us her
Yeah.
contact info.
Dude,
'cause we'll
seriously,
definitely-
how cool is that, though,
Dude,
man?
it was so
You know what I
cool,
mean?
and that was one of those things where it's like
And she was having a great
So-
time, dude.
So yeah, when we were playing as like against what's best, and I would look out into the crowd, I would be like, I know the people that are here for me and Alex, the people that are here for Durs, and the people that are here for like whoever was drumming for us at the time, you know? And then you would see the other people. It's like, okay, these people are here to see like the Northmen. These people, you know, like
Or they're just here
or
because they're here.
or they're here because But you would definitely be able to like the people that were singing along to our songs that I didn't know. I'd be like, oh, that's cool. Like they're
Right,
here to see
yeah.
us, and I don't even know who that is.
Yeah, that's the point.
But then you
Yeah.
would see the people in like the Northman gear, and you'd be like, okay, they're here for the next band to play. Every single person that was there to see us.
Yeah.
Whether it was me, you, and like us and Alex or Matt or like Durs.
Every member of the
they were-
band contributed like 30 people to the
That's
crowd.
what I mean. Like, and you didn't know, like, oh, like, is this person like a friend of like Alex's parents or like Matt's fucking? You just didn't know. Or there was people who were there literally that just knew
Dude, like I
about
said,
it.
that-
I was
They
gonna
just
say, a
showed
lot
up
of
to
my boy
fucking see the
Toby
show.
when
A
me
lot
and
of it
Durs were at Hot
was none
Topic.
of the above of that.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
But
Like,
but you know,
yes.
like, you know what I'm saying though. Well, like, you would play those shows and you'd be like, oh, I know that guy, I know that guy. They've come to our shows, like they're
Yeah.
here to see us.
Dude, like I said, the
when we
2 days
played
before,
that
you couldn't
show,
go anywhere
it
without
was
people talking about
it was so fucking different in terms of how intimate it was because it was like there was 8 musicians who were all super good friends, but I don't know like Alex's family, I don't know like Matt's family that well.
Right.
Whereas like you might from playing in the Northman with it, it's like, oh, I recognize like Matt's aunt who would like come to our shows.
And then, like, you know, we
Looking
get
out
Logan
into the
Patton on
crowd.
it, and his
That's
whole
what I'm
family
saying.
came,
Yeah,
and, like,
yeah.
his crew
so
was
you would look into
dope.
the crowd and you would be like, everybody is singing every fucking word. And I don't know if they're here for me, for this guy, for that guy, or if they
Didn't
just came to
matter.
the paddock and did. But everybody, the
Didn't
energy
fucking
in that
matter.
room was fucking unmatched. Everybody brought 150%. And it was
the best day of my fucking life.
I've played on a bigger stage for a bigger crowd before,
But it wasn't
and
intimate.
and that was the best show I've played.
Same.
The
and that's
amount
what I
of
keep telling you guys. I was like, I don't care if I play in front of 10,000 people, if it's in a field. I'd rather have
Dude,
100 people in my lap,
yeah, yep.
screaming at me.
You've played for 12,000 people. I played for 3,000,
You played for
4,000
10,000
people.
The biggest crowd I ever played for
I played
was
for
the,
like
the
90.
Glorious Sons. That was 800.
I played for okay. Either way, dude, nothing was like that, dude. Nothing was fucking like that.
And
bro.
well,
and
here's
and
another
nothing
thing too.
will ever be like that.
We
We might get more. We might get more people at the next one we play.
no,
You know what I'm saying?
nothing was like
we
that.
might get more people. We might play at a different venue, whatever the case may be. There's that feeling can't be replicated.
The fact that
No.
it was your 30th birthday too, like that's usually a monumental birthday that people want to ring in a certain type of way, like the Dirty 30. Dude, nobody,
It's unreal.
Nobody can ring in
your
a 30th birthday
it
that way.
set the event name. It set the band name.
It set the tone of the whole evening.
Unreal.
Dude, it's
I'm
funny
telling you,
because
the stars fucking aligned for this.
yeah, no, it really did. And again, I told you guys both in the weeks leading up to this, I had so many doubts. I was like, this guy's not doing
Right
their
there
thing.
with you.
Dude.
Yeah.
I know, seriously, I was like
scared.
I was like,
ask him. I did a lot of pissing, moaning, and
dude,
fearful.
and I'm not
thoughts.
gonna lie, there was a part of me that was like, it is so silly that we're doing this in such a crunch time event for just so that we can do it for this like event, like Lav's birthday, like, and we're gonna make ourselves look like fucking fools.
Nope.
Dude, we literally the practice before on the Thursday before
Jake,
we
look
played.
at the musicians surrounding
Dude,
you,
I
man.
know that, and Alex said the same thing. Alex was like, every
How
song.
could you doubt that lineup?
Well, no, it wasn't even that.
the
It was
lineup was
Dude, the Thursday before we played, Alex said, he was like, after every single song, I was like, if we play it like that, I have no complaints.
Nope.
Right.
If we could, but the practices leading up to that, it's like, dude, we're not gonna get away with playing that song.
Correct,
that
right?
bad.
Yeah.
So all these doubts are fucking kind of shadowing.
How do you think I felt about Teenage Dirtbag? We
Dude.
didn't even finish it in practice.
Dude, you were feeling so bad about teenagers that when Matt brought up Teenage Dirtbag, you just saw teenage and you were like, guys, I'm sorry, I still
I'm
haven't
done.
learned it. Like, dude, you were so
I didn't
like,
that happened.
yeah.
I didn't read that right.
No. So Matt had literally brought up
Did you know that?
Teenage Dirtbag, and we had already kind of reamed into you about not learning teenagers, and you had
Kinda?
literally you had read the first 7 letters of Teenage Dirtbag, and you were like, guys, I'm so sorry, I still haven't learned it. Like, I know I'm not pulling my weight, like this and that, and you were like, oh wait a minute, I read that wrong. No,
I
no,
did
no,
not say that.
No, you did. I'll go back through the math. I swear to God, but there was
I was
there
so
was something
scared. I was
so
so scared.
subconscious though about you feeling like you weren't gonna pull your own weight, that you were like feeling guilty about it. Come show day,
it was
show
just,
day,
it
it
was
couldn't have
just
gone
about
better.
that
though.
one song because you guys were like, learn it, and I was like, no. And you're like, and then every week, like you guys just wouldn't accept no for an answer. Every single week.
Let me tell you what
Did you
really
learn
happened.
that part yet?
Let me tell
No.
you my side of the story. So we told you to learn that 4 weeks ago, and then
and you
showed,
go, yeah,
you-
I don't want to
you-
let everybody down. I'm gonna learn it.
No,
And
no,
then you just didn't.
You showed up to practice. You go, yeah, that's dumb. I'm not learning that. And then
No doubt.
and then
100%.
And then 4 hours before the show, I show you what the real rhythm is, and you go, why didn't anyone say
No,
that?
no,
I go,
no.
I did a month ago.
No, not the
And you
real
had
rhythm.
All
Not the
the
real rhythm. The solo part.
But it's the rhythm in the solo. It's weird because it seems
It's
like kind
not.
of it
Yes,
is
it
though
is.
because it's
Yes,
not
it
the
is.
individual like bending notes. It's just
Either
like
way,
the power
dude.
chords.
I don't
It's
bet
weird.
anything. I was just
know.
doing the power chord. Okay, so I did it
Either-
right.
Either way, nobody was paying attention
No.
to the guitars
To Evan at
when
all
you
night.
were doing that fucking vocal.
No one was paying attention
No, I'm
to
dead
a
serious.
singular person on stage. Even Matt Greger was like, he's like, at a certain point, I realized that these people don't care. He's like, and I just started
He stopped doing
conserving
fills.
my
Oh,
energy.
yeah.
He's like, I'm not. He's
"Fuck
like, I'm
this."
not gonna fucking.
Nobody cares.
Show off and burn myself out. He's like,
Yeah.
they don't fucking care.
No.
Not that they don't care. They cared so much.
Dude, honestly, and well, this is what I'll say too. I stopped paying attention to the rest of you guys after as soon as I took the stage. All I could focus on was the fucking close to 100 people having the time of their lives.
More than that.
Singing all of the songs at the top of their lungs that I've been listening to.
Oh, really?
for
Because I focused
years.
on the exact opposite
Nope.
thing. I
Nope.
could only stare at all you guys.
Dude, see, so
I was in such awe
listen,
of the
I was so
band.
proud of
I
you
couldn't-
guys.
I couldn't focus on anything else that was going around me. I was just in awe.
So let me
of
say
what
this:
was happening with you.
I felt the same way. I was so proud of you guys. But when I was looking into the crowd, I was looking at how they were reacting to you guys, and I was more so feeding off of how they were reacting. More so than you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah,
Because
yeah.
they were looking at you guys thinking, "Wow, they're doing so good," and I, instead of looking at you guys thinking the same thing as a crowd member, I was looking out to the crowd, thinking about how they were feeding off of what we were doing. You know, like, dude, I've never played a show like that where we could literally stop playing. Dude, we were loud as fuck, and we would stop playing, and the
All
crowd
the
would
time.
sing, and they were louder than we were.
Buddy, like I said,
Way.
when we
It
were-
was
you
insane.
You hadn't heard the recording on his phone. Like I said, before you showed up, we were sitting there for 2 hours listening to the show, just the audio.
Yeah.
There are some songs where the crowd is drowning out the lead vocal.
So
Lev screaming,
Yeah,
like you
literally.
know, you like belting notes, and the crowd is singing so loud, like you can hear it, but it's like
unbelievable.
It was insane.
when we all put together this,
I just couldn't believe it. I was like, these are my friends.
I want to say this too. I don't mean to cut you off, Lab, but when
Yeah,
you
me
guys,
either. I'm sorry.
you guys had first approached me about this, and you would ask me about playing drums, and when I had pictured this night,
Yeah, we talked about that
it
earlier,
went
too.
totally different in my mind. The way that, you know what I mean. And then once fucking Alex wants to play bass, and Matt wants to hop on drums, and then we start figuring out the set list, like the original idea of what this was supposed to be versus what it ended up being in the long run. Two totally different things, and it could not have gone.
And that's
better.
because of the people that we picked to do it with us.
Yes. And
No
the people that
egos.
went on
Everyone
out of their
wanted
way
to-
to show up and fucking have that night.
Everyone understood when they agreed to do this show. When I like to call him our fearless leader.
Dude, our
'Cause
fearless
he
leader.
organized the whole fucking thing literally almost single-handedly. You know, when you get, like I said, musicians have egos, and when you get people of this caliber in the same room, usually it goes a little south.
It does.
Not even close.
Nope.
Not one time.
So I will encourage everybody around the world. If you're in a town and you've got a couple bands that you play shows with, collaborate with those musicians and try to play one big show where you fucking hop in. And it was way more magical than anything we've ever done separately. Wouldn't you guys agree?
100%.
Wouldn't you guys agree? 100%.
It was the best day of my
Mayhem.
29 years of existence. Like I said, short of my son being born.
I think you just say that because it's obligatory. It
No.
was the best day of
No,
yours.
that was the best. I cried then too.
You know
No,
what I'm
I
saying?
know.
But I did cry over our show too. So
No,
it's a
I
close
know.
second.
Dude, no, it's fun.
But
I
God damn
couldn't
it.
believe. And again,
I'm like tearing up thinking about
I
it
know.
right now.
As great as you guys were, as great as the entire staff, the paddock, everybody was for opening their arms, I cannot stress enough the crowd that showed up, and not only showed up and was singing, the people that fucking waited. Literally waited inside the paddock
minutes.
No, it's all the
for
fans-
somebody to leave so that they could get in and show their support. Like, again, thank you guys so fucking much.
Yeah, the
like
fans-
we
the fans
the
meant
three of us
everything.
can't even fucking believe it. Like,
No,
it's
the fans
it's
meant
insane.
everything. Like we could have put all the blood, sweat, and tears we put into it that we did, but if no one
If
showed
there was,
up,
if there was 10 people there, we would have been like, we're never gonna do this.
It would have
again.
been meaningless
We're absolutely gonna do this again.
because of how
Because of the way it went.
the support. Yeah,
Probably multiple
but we're
times.
gonna do it correctly.
Yeah.
We might do it at a different place.
if there wasn't a line out
our-
that door, we'd be having a different conversation
But
about our future.
I would also like
Right?
to say. I would also like to say, I feel like all of our mindsets are probably the same, where it's like, as we continue to do this, we kind of have a similar mindset of, we don't want people to have to pay to get to these shows.
100%.
We want people to just
That's the
do,
top of the
do
list.
nothing but show up and enjoy your time.
That is the
so
top
that
of the
we can
list.
show up and enjoy our time. That's it.
Right.
Like we don't want to make money. We don't want you guys to have to pay money. We all want to have a community
Yeah.
that comes together and has nights that are fucking
The goal is
unimaginable.
fun.
That's
The
all
goal
it is.
is fun.
That's all it is. And I think, and I genuinely, guys, I
Nobody
think
moves like this.
no,
dude.
I
Nobody
I
does.
think if we really start thinking
We're
that
just
that
like
is
you
the
said,
end
we're
goal,
just different. different.
I think if we target that as the end goal is like the fun night over like the money or the clout or the this or that. Like if we really just target, like,
I don't
want to
hear the word money in a conversation when we have a band talks.
That's just it. That's
I don't
just it.
care.
I don't either. And
We
I'm
all have
glad-
jobs. We're all adults.
Right, but there was a point in time not too long ago where that was the only thing as musicians
Well,
we
we
were thinking
needed
about.
it.
We were like, how are we gonna fucking make money playing these songs?
Right.
And now that we've kind of rose above that, and we were like, no. What's way
Nah,
more?
let's throw
what's
fucking
way
18
more
people
important
in
than
one
that,
band and see what
dude,
the fuck happens,
literally,
you know what I'm saying?
what's way more important than that than fucking
Having fun with
literally-
all our boys, dude.
Yeah,
you know
Let's
what I'm
just see
saying?
how far we get.
Fuck
like,
you.
Yeah, let's push.
Seriously.
Like we took something. Like the bar was set with pop punk in the early 2000s.
Well, no,
right?
dude.
And then we pushed it.
yeah. No, I would
Let-
agree.
Like,
dude,
and let's just be honest with ourselves. Nostalgia sells.
Yeah.
We
well,
didn't sell us.
no.
Yeah,
We
but-
didn't sell
yeah.
anyone individually in the band. Everyone brought a crew. Everyone had people that support them.
Right.
But we didn't sell the show. The choices we made to put the show on sold it.
The fact
right,
that we were
but you also have to execute those songs.
the fact.
Oh,
Hold on.
I'm not downplaying
really
what we
quick.
did. We put a lot of hard work. It was hard. I'm not saying what we did was fucking easy.
Really
But we
quick.
went about it the right way.
Really quick. I'm pretty sure the fact that we put these actual band logos on the flyer
Fuck
to
yeah.
promote the show is super illegal.
Oh,
I don't
wicked.
think we're allowed to do
So
that.
bad.
And I think a lot of people may have thought Avril was actually at the back
Big
on
time.
Waterdown.
Really?
Yeah, 100%.
You dude,
You're not allowed to do that.
That's
Pull
copyright.
pull that off the front of the
That's
thing
co-
right now. Let me see that. No, seriously, pull that flyer off the
That's
front.
copyright
Let me see
infringement
it.
like you wouldn't fucking
What are you
believe.
talking about?
Like we're
What do you
using
mean?
these bands' actual
never
flyers
noticed.
to like get people out to the fucking show.
they're like the
We're using
Yeah.
their actual.
Yeah, you
the fonts and
Yeah,
Yeah, you can't
do
do
that.
that.
But we did.
We did for sure,
Never happened. Lexi's getting that one that touched Evan's chest hair.
big time. But no, dude. Like it was.
shit. $100.
But listen, we wouldn't have gotten away with it if we planned it 4 months in advance. We only had a month, and we were like, listen, if we push this out
We
before
had a
Fall
month
Out
and a half.
Boys
We had
promoters,
7 weeks.
listen, we pulled it off.
That's not that much time.
It
Not
really
any
isn't.
time.
It isn't.
That is
But-
zero time
But
for
again,
what we just did.
Again, with that being said, let's say some thanks. First and foremost to the Paddock Club for hosting us, right? All the bartenders and staff that made it possible from the
I'd say most importantly the Pack Club because we called
a few places. Yeah.
and he took the risk and it paid.
Let's
It paid
also
off
mention
for him.
this. There has
Well, I also had to fucking dangle some bullshit from like, yo, Frank wants. I go, this other bar wants. He goes, well, really? I'm like, yeah, dude. He
Yeah,
goes,
but we
no,
also
no, do it here.
But you dangled all that same bullshit to the first 2 bars, even
And they
when we
were like,
didn't
yeah,
have
fuck
a
yourself.
dangle.
Oh yeah, everybody had the same dangle.
Everyone had the same dangle.
You know what I'm saying?
Robert said yes.
Let's
That was the
also
most
say this,
important
though.
part. He
Plus
said yes.
Plus, I wanted to play it there.
Let's all-
anyway.
Yeah,
Let's
same-
also hit on this.
Same wicked bit.
There, since COVID, the music scene in Watertown hasn't really been what it was pre-COVID.
The music scene in Watertown hasn't been the same since 2018.
No, yeah,
17, 16.
Yeah, 100%. However, even in early 2019, 2020, there was probably 5-6 bands in Watertown where you could catch the 5-6 bands that were always playing, whether it was Gino and his buddy or like Brittany Keene, fucking Dave.
Yeah,
Scanlon.
there was a core.
Everyone would always play,
And they're awesome, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
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 they're
no,
great.
100%. However, now like even fucking Robert told us, he's like, guys, like it's tough.
hasn't-
Like I can't book bands the way I used to book bands. Like you need to it's different now. It's, it's not the same way.
Because he can't book bands because when you're paying $700 for a band, you got to make it.
Yeah.
We didn't ask him for anything. We're like, just say yes.
That's
just open the
it.
door.
That's just it. The fact that we were able to
Well,
literally
let him tell that because he was the one at the meeting.
No, we could have.
Yeah,
for
yes,
that.
yes, we could have, but I
but
don't
again,
want
here's the thing.
to.
when we ask for that though, as the bar owner, you have to think like, is
I get-
that
Yeah, from
going
a-
to be worth people like because
Yeah,
people are going to come in and they're going to
we're looking at it from a band aspect. He's
See,
from a
we-
business aspect.
See,
Yeah,
we
he's
knew it was going to be worth it, but either way,
Yes.
even if we did get,
I want to say this too.
$700 or $800, whatever, like we're gonna split fucking
$100 a piece.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
it
Like
does
fuck
not worth
that,
it.
bro. You know what I'm saying?
But again, from the bar aspect, he's going to be like, listen, if these guys don't play, you know what's going to happen is people are going to show up and spend money on my jukebox. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
there's like that. How many people
I've
are
never
they
s-
going to bring in?
I've never seen a jukebox
Well,
make
no.
$8,000.
That's
No.
just it, though.
No.
Have you probably seen a local band have people drive people out of the bar though?
No.
Because I have.
Yes.
Yes.
You know what I
I've
mean?
done it
So
in my
that's,
band.
That's what I'm saying. So and you got and again, I don't want to throw Robert under the bus here, but we were doing sound check
that's a
and he
fact.
straight up was like, "You guys are probably going to drive people out of here," and we were like, "All right,
Okay.
we'll see."
See, that's
And-
what I'm saying. Nobody ever fucking listens to
Yeah,
us.
yeah,
I
yeah.
love it.
yeah.
Somebody
So-
said
But
made that cute
but no,
comment.
no,
you,
to
you guys got a list of like a couple VIPs you want there? I go, yeah, we got 90 of them.
Yeah.
Listen, no, here. so in his defense, so you can pay a. Sorry.
Oh, Eddie Hair.
Yeah. You can pay a DJ $150 instead of a band $700-800. You know what I'm saying? And still get the same kind of crowd.
Yeah.
No,
You know what
not
I'm
the
saying?
same kind of crowd. Not the same kind of crowd at all.
No.
Yeah, there's no same kind of
no, no,
crowd.
no.
There's no.
No. So let me split the difference though. You're right. There's not the same kind of crowd. However, you have to take the numbers in. If you're paying a DJ 25% what you're paying the band, and he brings in 30% of the crowd, you're still positive.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like, even if he hired a DJ for $100 that night and 30 people showed up, he makes off better than if he paid us $800 and that many people showed up. The fact that
Right.
he didn't pay us anything and that many people showed up, he's gonna be.
Well, he gave us
That's best case
$250.
scenario for him.
I said we
But-
were happy.
but we had to
he
pay
was
that.
even happier.
That's just
No. He didn't pay the band.
He
But he took care of what we asked him
No,
to take care of.
he paid the band, and the band realized as a unit the best use of this money is to go right toward a sound guy so that we sound like a band and not a
For
bunch of
everybody
amateurs.
else. Yeah,
I
absolutely.
said no room for
We,
egos.
no room for egos is exactly what it is. And again, I'm so glad that we were all able to fucking understand that
Yeah, dude.
what was way more important than making less than $100 was to fucking get
Yeah.
this many people together
he said
and
it
have
the
a
best.
night worth
He's like
remembering.
we're just different. Like we've all been in bands. We all understand like how hard it is to be in a band, to coexist with at least 3 other people.
It's so hard.
And think the same way and want to do the same thing. All that shit. We put 9 members together.
Yeah.
And there was no arguments. Everyone was just
Never.
same page.
Nope.
24 hours a day. We
Yeah.
were same page.
Yep.
Having
know,
the group chats, dude.
Picking the
The-
songs,
even the-
practice times,
Yeah.
coming down to the show itself.
I would say that the arguments we even did have didn't come from a place of ego. It came from a place of like, I want us to look good as a group, so I feel like this is how it should be. You know what I
Right,
mean? Like
yeah.
it was never like, oh, I want this or that. It was like
I
we
don't
got to
even
figure
think
this
I
or
don't
that
even think
out.
the
you know what I mean?
arguments
No,
came
that-
out of that. The only time we ever argued was like, and it wasn't even arguments. It
well,
was just
it was like songs we were picking or
playing
like
what
this or
song
that. It
and
was just
shit.
that
But
it
it
was
was-
never like, oh,
but
like
we didn't do that the first 4 weeks. It came the last 2 weeks. It was
No.
getting stressful.
it was when we were getting down to crunch time and
It
we
was
didn't
getting
think we were going to
stressful.
have the show that
Right.
we had. We were kind of all freaking out.
Right.
And unfortunately, that's inevitable, dude.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Because you don't know
that's-
how it's gonna go until it goes, and if
No.
if we literally could have seen video evidence of the show weeks before, we'd be like, dude, what the fuck are we freaking
right,
out about?
exactly.
Yeah,
But
The future freaks me out.
the future freaks me out too.
no, dude, we were sitting here,
Marty
man,
McFly type shit.
Nah, Motion
Because-
City soundtrack.
because originally,
Punk rock, Jake.
Rock, Jake,
on, bro.
get your shit together.
Sorry, buddy. I'm sorry.
originally when we all had this idea, it was us 3, and
We should have just kept it.
It was you. It was you. You
no,
had this
it
idea.
really was
No.
you, Lev. Because even like
you
when
had this idea.
yeah,
yeah, but it was the 3 of us, dude.
We were, yeah,
We've
we
been
were,
spending
we were
a
in
lot-
the same room,
yeah.
okay,
but you're
Either
the
way.
one who thought it and said it out loud.
Either way, so we called up, actually, homeboy down at fucking Billy Goat's Gruff, where the fuck they want to be called.
That's what
said
we
something
call 'em.
about it. We hit up a couple other places, and Robert is the one that called us back.
That's what I'm saying.
Immediately.
We called
and I go, and then
3 bars
and
before
I was-
Paddock. He said yes.
Yeah.
And I
he
was out
took
of-
he had faith in us. He took the risk.
Yeah, and
I was out of work for a month.
Yeah.
I'm like, Evan's like, what are we gonna do about this? I go, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do about it. I'm gonna come right now. I'm gonna fucking go down there at 10:30 in the morning and see what I can do.
Yeah.
Booked a meeting.
I go down, and
yeah,
I'm
this
like,
wasn't discussed over the phone.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm gonna.
This
I'm
was
like,
an
no.
eye
was a-
contact worthy
This was
situation.
real. This was
Yeah.
real.
And then like I'm like I call him, he doesn't answer me, and then he calls me right back while I'm upstairs, and then I'm like, Evan, he's calling me back. He goes, answer. I have him on speaker. He's like, can you get down here in 30 minutes? I go, Ev,
I'll be there. in
I'll be right
15.
back.
Yeah,
Literally.
Yeah.
Literally.
I shoot
The
down
only
there,
reason I couldn't go, I had Declan. I couldn't go down.
ruins
like-
everything.
and I'm like, hey, dude, like I'm like, here's all right. And this is
Can't wait till he listens
in
to this
us
in
three-
15 years.
at this point.
Tomorrow.
At this point, us three are the only people that have talked about even thinking about this. I booked the fucking show.
Yeah.
I'm like,
we didn't even have a band.
I'm like, here's my fucking idea.
Dude,
no band.
I know we've mentioned this before on the pod, but I think it's so funny that Brody literally made the flyer, posted all the musicians. I hadn't talked to Alex about it.
He comes
and
walking
he
in the
literally
door.
gets tagged in a Facebook post that like, hey,
he
you're playing at the Paddock
I bet he was
this
hype
night
as
with
fuck.
and
What?
He came over 2 days later. I was like, did I get a chance to? He was like, no. I was like, okay, well, so by the way, you're playing this show. But again,
In
I
6
figured,
weeks.
But again,
Alex Harris!
but again, I figured it was so much better to not know about it and know that you were playing as opposed to know about it and not even get asked to play.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? Like if
yeah.
you saw the flyer go up and be like, God damn, I would have.
He would have had a Matt Gregory
that.
situation.
Yeah.
That's he would have absolutely been like, yo, so what's what do I need to do to prove myself
it was-
worthy of this
it
show?
was
It's like,
so
oh,
you'd be
you're
like,
there.
I don't know yet.
Yeah,
It
you know
was-
what I mean? Like,
So
then-
he stomps out. He comes back in the door. You know,
I'm like,
an
I
hour
got it.
later, I'm like, how'd it go? He's like, we better get a band.
yeah.
He's like,
So-
we better start calling a
so
drummer
what
and
happened-
shit. Like,
So after I sat down with Robert, I'm like, hey man, like, here's my idea, blah blah blah.
yeah, we put
blah,
our
blah.
faith in. We're like, hey, we need Jake. You want to play drums? You're like, you go, nope.
Yeah. No. And again,
No, listen,
I would
listen.
absolutely play drums.
Well, we're shortening it up. We're summarizing. Let him
So
talk, yeah.
so before I left for the paddock, I'm like, he goes, well, who's gonna play bass? I go, I guarantee you Beats will do it. He goes, no, he won't. I go, watch this. Yo, I got this show. I need
and
you to
I
play
was
bass. He's
grateful
like-
because if Alex Beats didn't play bass, I wouldn't have been in the fucking show.
Dude.
So, but he's like, yeah, dude, I can do it. I'm like, all right, no doubt. So I shoot down. I fucking talk to Robert, book the gig. The second I'm pulling out a paddock, I called Dirt. Dirt's ass was in fucking Florida at the time. Yeah. He answers. I'm like, yo, what up? He goes like, hey, what up? And I'm like, dude, I need you.
And we didn't.
I need,
Right.
No,
I
we
need
did.
the. I need
I'm
the
like,
big guy.
I'm booking this fucking emo show at Paddock. Can you do it? He goes, yup.
Yep.
Click. Dope.
What?
Yeah.
Dude, it was like the scene from a fucking movie, like literally
Dude.
like assemble the troops type shit, right?
I was
like
on the one-way street.
The split screen comes in when every answers the phone and just
Yeah,
fucking
dude,
fades out.
it's
You
like
know,
it's like the Brady Bunch
type
theme, dude,
shit.
yeah.
Everyone
You know what I'm
answers
saying?
like I'm there.
Yeah, dude. So at this point, it's Ev, you, Jake, me, and Beats, and that's it. And then Durs.
And we don't have a drummer yet because he said no.
Well, I said
You were
God.
drumming.
No. I was.
You
on
said, if
board,
I
but
have
I
to.
was like, I have some reservations.
I
We'll
woke up-
talk about it.
JK, I'll tell you this right now.
I woke up from my.
JK, I'll tell you this
I
right
woke
now.
up
You're
from
an
my.
incredible drummer, but I don't consider you a drum player.
No, you're very good at drums.
You're an
I
incredible
woke-
drummer, but you are not a drummer.
I woke up in the morning. I go out for my
You're
morning.
bread and
More of
butter.
a
You
drummer
my
than you'll
morning
ever
cigarette.
You're a. Yeah, no shit. I suck at drums.
Not
Jake.
saying a
I
whole
wasn't-
lot, right?
Are
No.
you fucking?
I'm
kidding
just
me?
kidding.
Trying to give you a fucking.
My
compliment.
favorite thing is to talk shit.
So, dude. So,
No.
So
I don't consider myself a good drummer.
I never
Not
said-
ever- not
I
ever since
didn't
watching
say
that
you
play.
weren't a good drummer. I just said
Dude.
I don't consider you a drummer.
I-
when I picture Jake Harris, he's got a guitar in his hand,
I
and
thought-
he's serenading me
I
vocals.
with
So
his vocals.
I consider myself a musician who is competent at playing drums, and I considered myself that way until
More than competent.
No. I consider because again, I try not to fucking build that ego around what I'm able to do.
Did you hear
right?
me try to do "Sugar We're Going Down" with
Yeah,
him?
Dude.
No, but listen, when I started watching Sam
Yeah, that was
Woodrick,
bad.
When I
Real
started,
bad.
yo, when
And
I,
I'll tell people, yeah, no, I could play a little drums.
no. Yo, but that's another thing
They'd
too.
be like me, like, yeah, I can do some fucking quantum physics.
But he would say the same thing, like, hey, like, can you play drums? He'd be like, yeah, I play a little drums, and then
And then I would nail
that's
it.
his little drums. That's my
So-
little, that's
Dude.
pathetic.
Listen though, once I started working with real drummers though, like Sam Woodrick, and
Oh, he's
Matt
a very
Gregory,
beast. That boy
I
a
was like,
beast.
there are
I have
aspects.
no business behind this
Dude, no,
drum set.
again, and again, to the
I'll do it
average,
if I have
the
to.
average human, they probably would think that I'm like a professional for hire drummer. But when
100%.
I'm looking at people like Matt and Sam, I'm like, there's
a curve.
There are things. Well, dude, it's not even a curve. It's a
There's a
ledge.
curve.
It's a drop off.
Yeah.
It's a drop off. It is a straight up line
It's a
that hits.
fucking roller
And
coaster,
and you
yeah.
know what? And and I noticed like the way I play drums, it's like I know the beat, I know the rhythm, I know how the song goes.
Well, your meter's
and then-
dumb. You can keep time, and when you're
Yeah,
if you
yes.
comatose on fucking heroin, you can
but
keep.
but
fucking,
then
you
but
can
then
keep
there's
4-4.
people like Matt who. Dude,
He's he's the
I
eighth wonder of
can't-
the world.
I
Dude, he's
can't-
unreal.
Dude,
The
kid's
seriously,
the eighth wonder of the world.
I can't.
You're actually
ex-
very good at drums.
Dude,
Matt-
no,
Matt-
I know that. I know that I'm very, very good at drums, but then I watch Matt play, and he makes me feel like I've got a 27th chromosome.
That's
Yeah,
how I feel.
like,
for sure.
like you know
That's
what I mean?
how I feel
Like,
when I watch you sing and play guitar at the same time. Same feeling. Matt Gregory is in the same conversation as the Bermuda Triangle.
yeah, like it's shit just
No
gets
one gets-
weird.
I don't know what that means,
Shit just gets
but-
weird. You know,
I don't know where you're
No
going.
one understands the Bermuda
No
Triangle.
doubt. Okay.
no doubt.
There's no explaining
For sure.
it. It just
I feel that.
happens. It's just what it is.
No, there were aspects about the way we were playing that just
I
made
don't
sense.
You can't say.
Oh, he went to
Rid-
church school. They
Do you
don't.
guys-
They don't believe in
do you
sea
guys-
monsters and stuff.
Do you guys remember? The first time we played My Friends, and I told Matt, I was like, "Yo, there's this extended fill at the end. If you could just fucking
He was all,
dude,
I'll try
and
it.
yeah,
screamed
he,
out loud
He
when he
literally
did it.
nailed it perfectly, and I stopped playing because
You stood up
I
and
was
screamed.
dude. I was dumbfounded. I was like, because again. This isn't his genre of music. This isn't songs that he's listened to for the past fucking 50 years.
Drums
and,
are
like,
his genre.
Yeah,
of
I was
music.
gonna say Matt doesn't have a
there's-
genre.
no, there's something in his mind that just makes sense when it comes to percussive instruments. And you
no
there's
music.
Yeah.
no, yeah. Yeah.
Piano, guitar.
Yes.
Like,
Sorry.
okay,
I don't want to undermine
We're
his
talking.
musicianship.
We're talking about Matt Gregory as a drummer. He's a better guitar player than me.
Yep.
Than I'll ever be.
Yeah, no.
That boy is an animal.
if he wasn't playing drums for that entire set, he could have played any other instrument
Yeah.
for that entire set.
Yeah, 100%.
He could
However-
he could have learned
however-
saxophone for that gig in 5
However-
weeks if we asked him to do it.
However,
He's that good.
there is something about the way his mind works. Again, not just percussively, but musically.
What'd
that
you say
is
about Beethoven
So
earlier?
admirable to me.
You just play.
Yeah,
He,
good
does, he,
Will
doesn't need,
Hunting.
he doesn't need practice. He can just see it and he can just do it.
Just like
See,
your
He's
brother.
like your
just
brother.
However-
just like your
He's
little
like your
brother.
dude.
However, I don't even want to say that because that makes it sound like he didn't put in fucking 80
no,
hours
right,
a week,
right.
five weeks before the show.
Yeah.
He put in more work than any of us combined. I would argue. He was out. He was like,
Even
what time?
today he did.
Dude,
He was sitting outside waiting for
Yeah.
a fucking mail package and writing down
Blast
fucking
them over there
emo
and
he
songs.
make them
literally,
set list.
he literally fucking.
When he gets fixated
he would,
on something,
he would text us
does
and be
it.
like, "Hey, what time's practice?" And we'd be like, 4:30. He'd be like, "All right, I'll be there at 2:30 working on my parts."
Right, yeah.
So that when everyone else shows up,
Right.
we're all good to go.
Literally
Like,
every single practice we ever showed up, when I pull up on the side of the road, I can hear the drums going.
Yeah.
Yep.
While I'm loading in my amp and shit.
Yep. No,
He's already on it.
There's
He's top shelf.
Al-
Dude, he
so
learned 40
I-
songs
I-
in 2 weeks.
I consider myself beyond lucky to be able to get to work with my brother Alex because he's so good at music. I now consider myself just as lucky to be able to work with Matt.
Dude, he's
because
unreal.
he is on that same way. Not that you guys and myself aren't fucking incredible, but there is something in the way that they're
Those two are
they're-
different, bro.
They are.
They're different.
They're
Yeah.
fucking.
And honestly,
same with Alex. Same with
is-
Beats.
Beats
Same
is
with Beats.
different too,
100%.
man. Those three, bro, are
Yeah,
are,
no,
are fucking
I would-
insane.
Beats lied to us.
I would say that the three people who put in
He's
more,
never heard any of those songs.
Yeah.
We
Never
sent- we
played
sent-
that instrument.
We send him the set list, and he's like, "Oh fuck yeah!" I mean, he's like, "I know
I know
90%
all
of these."
And by
Comes to
that he meant
practice-
Chelsea knew all of these.
Correct.
And I
Exactly.
will
Comes to
learn
practice.
Right.
Comes to practice. Knows all of his shit.
Dude,
Teaching
And
us
he-
the bridges
bro,
and shit. And
he was texting me on the side. He's like, dude, like, I'm really so sorry. Like, can somebody like take like these two songs?
he
Like,
was
I'm-
texting me
Yeah.
too.
Freaking
He's like,
out.
I'm like, dude,
He's like, "Hey
We'll
man,
figure it out,
He's like, "If you
dude."
know some of these songs on guitar, if you want to play them on bass, he's like, you can just ask." And
He was
shit."
freaking out too.
I'm like,
he was, dude, he took that wicked personal, man.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, it's okay, bro. Like,
no one was worried about you.
Both Alex's and Matt impressed me more than
Unreal.
any of the other
Oh,
members
easy.
of the band. Not that you again, when I told you your vocals on the show were what surprised me more than anything.
Yours too, man.
But
dude, you
yeah,
guys are
no,
top.
good
You guys are
shit.
dope,
You
dude.
too. Fuck you, man.
Yeah,
you,
no,
you
lad. You
fucking
not again.
crushed.
Not that your vocals, but there were certain aspects about the way Matt was playing drums and then
Yeah.
picking out other things, and the way Alex was playing guitar and picking out things. The way Alex was playing bass and fucking making sure my rhythm was what he was playing because he learned it the right way. Like I've been listening to these songs for 12 years consecutively.
Mm-hmm.
You heard it once and are telling me that I'm
Yeah.
playing it wrong.
Yeah.
Thank you
For real.
Thank you. Instead
real.
of just like
He's the
again,
same way, man. He can fucking listen to a song 3 times in his car, something he's never heard or heard a million times, whatever, and he knows 3 verses, a bridge, and 5 choruses.
And again,
in a
Evan,
day.
and again, no room for egos. There was no room for somebody to be like, I learned it this way, and someone to be like, well, I'm playing it this way, so
We
fuck
didn't
you.
need
Like,
room.
no.
It didn't happen.
Yeah. No.
It didn't happen for 1 millisecond.
Yeah.
Dude, in
Which is
another-
crazy when you're dealing with that.
There
many
was no I'm right,
musicians.
you're wrong.
Yeah.
And if that came down to it, we all
It was
laughed
you.
about it.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck you. Oh, because I was right all the time?
Yeah, literally. Just kidding.
Another-
Dude, no, hold on, really quick, Ev. There was a point. I'm literally telling Evan how to play fucking, what was it, Best of Me? Yeah, it was Best of Me. And we're, no.
It was
the middle.
I don't play the middle. It was.
Fuck,
it
what
was
song was it? It was
Teenage
it was,
Dirtbag.
What?
Yeah, I thought it was Teenage
No,
Dirtbag.
whatever song it was. It was a song I had been playing for years, and I taught Evan how to play it on the spot. And he's literally just biting his cheek,
Oh,
shaking
it was
his head.
My
He's
Friends
like,
Over You.
I think it was.
It was.
It was My Friends Over Here, and he's like, I'm telling you, there's a chord change in the chorus you're not hitting. And I was like, you're wrong. I'm right.
I remember
and then,
Matt looked
and
up
then
and he
Matt
goes,
was like,
yeah.
I think Evan's right. And I was like, maybe the last time. And then
And we're like,
listened to
yeah,
it.
you're probably right,
Dude.
man. And Evan goes, bullshit, dude. I've been saying this for fucking
Evan,
2.5
we literally-
hours. Matt says
Evan-
it one time.
Evan, literally,
Yeah, dude, you
literally,
were
we
so
stopped.
I was like, dude, my word means nothing in this fucking
we're
room.
playing this chorus, and Evan stops playing and just folds his arms halfway through. He's like, I refuse to play it this way, and it
It
was
hurt
kinda,
my
no.
ears.
And once we started playing it the correct way,
That was our first practice.
yeah, it was. And as I'm fixing my mistakes that you're hearing just with your ear, like you're like, this just doesn't sound and feel right. But I've been so committed to playing it a certain way for so long. Like that's the way I hear it in my head.
Yeah.
We're
you
like,
know
well,
what I
Matt
mean?
didn't say it, so.
Dude, yeah,
And then
literally.
Matt goes, yeah, I
No.
think Evan's right. And
But
we're
it-
like,
but
yeah,
again-
and everyone's
same.
like,
But
okay,
again,
let's fix it.
But again, no. But
Sweet,
again,
dude.
But again, when one person is gonna sit there and argue about it, it's like it's a problem. But when multiple people are gonna sit there and be like, I don't know, I feel like he's got some weight behind what he's, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
once other, like there were things that fucking I was screwing up that I didn't realize until
But after
like
that
Alex
moment,
was like, what are
Matt
you
Gregory
playing?
had my back for the rest of it. He was like, maybe we should like listen to it back. Maybe he's probably right.
Yeah,
You're right,
but
What did I go? 4 for 5. We were keeping track.
you
at
were
one
4
point.
for 5.
We were keeping track at one.
But the
point.
one was bad.
80%?
Yeah.
80%.
bad.
Those are Spielberg numbers.
No doubt.
No doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt.
But hey, I mean, I was in the same bad habit. I mean, how many songs did we have to go back and relearn? Like,
Yeah.
Well,
like,
dude,
like
No, I
Dear
know.
Maria.
I know.
Originally,
Dude,
I was playing.
Dear Maria was the biggest one I had to
Well,
go back
originally
and
I
relearn.
was playing.
That was
Dear-
the one I played
was
the
playing
most
it.
wrong.
And then Alex came to practice and was like, "Yo, we were fucking up."
Way bad.
And then
yeah.
I had to go to bowling or do something. And
I
then
just-
you were at practice and
yeah.
you did it. And then I was like, you were like, "Oh, let's do Dear Maria." And I got up at practice. I was like, "Oh, I'm doing this one." And
I was like,
yeah.
no.
And I was like, well, I'm like, and Alex was like, "No, I told you we were playing it wrong and we fixed it." I was like, "Yeah, we don't have time for this shit.
Yeah.
The show's next
But
week."
then,
man."
you
Like,
ended up taking over the because you were like on your own time learning songs that I thought I was playing as well. So you ended up taking the
there
whole
was
Logan
a lot
set.
of there was a lot of weird shit.
We got it all figured out. And again, we fucking made it.
What do you mean? I was always playing Greatest Hits.
No, because there was a practice where like you were playing it incorrectly and then had to go to bowling.
5 minutes midnight.
And then Logan came over and I had taken over the guitar and it's like fuck, like Evan and Logan aren't going to be able to play together. Should I just play? You know what I mean? Like there was a lot of fucking
Yeah.
there was a lot of discrepancies that we had to work out that like
Still no egos.
still no egos. However, I feel like we should get to wrapping this up. So
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
again,
God,
thank you.
I could talk about this all fucking night.
all night,
Yeah,
all
dude.
night, dude. There's and again, we definitely do plan on having a pod with all the boys that we can all tell our individual stories about
no,
how
it's-
that night went down.
it's happening.
Because we had 9 different people that played in that band who had 9 totally different experiences,
videos,
about how that night
everything,
went.
yeah.
Like Alex Beats had a whole different night than I had, even though
Yeah.
we were both in the same band playing the same set.
Same euphoria.
Yeah,
but
no,
different,
100%.
different
but a
angle, different experience.
different interaction for sure.
Like
So-
I told you, end of the show, I was so excited just to get on the other side of the stage.
Yeah,
when I wasn't playing,
just to be, from that
just to be
perspective,
next-
it's so
just be
different.
over there. Yeah.
So once again, thank you guys so fucking much for the
Seriously.
paddock. Everybody who worked at the paddock and who hosted us and let us do that. Everybody who learned their parts came out and did it. The law enforcement that made sure everything went
Yeah.
fucking smoothly, which is crazy
Yeah,
to me.
shout out Robert.
Still.
Wild, right?
Shout out
And
Robert. Shout out to the fans, and shout out to the
to
band, man,
the-
all the boys.
the fans that fucking came out and made Lav's 30th birthday one of my favorite nights I've ever experienced. Lav's
How long have it been since you had a
dude,
nice,
Lav's
a good
30th birthday is more memorable than any of my birthdays, except for The one my niece was born on.
And the
Fuck
cool
yeah,
part
dude.
is,
That
if
was
we,
cool.
if we do a when,
That was
if
that
we
was
do a,
at Flashback, right?
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
the day before. Yeah, we played
Yeah,
our
yeah,
first
yeah.
show at the Flashback. The
I-
next day, my birthday, my
Yeah.
niece was born. Yeah.
Yep.
we were talking about the other day. We said if we do a when we were 30 event
For everybody.
Everybody's
we could
30th
do, we
birthday.
could do it for the next 8 years.
Yeah, no, literally, until Alex
call it the
turns
same
fucking
thing.
30. Yeah,
8 years we could
Literally.
do it straight.
Is Alex the youngest? He's younger than Brody.
26,
yeah,
25,
25.
25. Brody turns 27 soon.
Yeah,
Fuck that kid.
crazy.
Just kidding, dog.
Just kidding, Doug.
Jesus.
Again,
Yeah.
super shout out though to Brody
Seriously.
for fucking playing rap his entire career and then fucking showing up and playing some pocket.
Dude, he fucking killed it.
Dude, not only that, the reason he killed it was because he was so mad at you for talking so much shit.
Oh,
for
it was pure
weeks.
spite.
Oh, big
Dude,
time.
it literally
Pure
the
spite.
only
Yeah.
reason he really practiced those songs because he was like,
Fuck
I
Evan.
need to
Fuck
show
Evan.
Evan that I
Fuck
can play
Evan.
these
Fuck
guitar
Evan.
riffs.
Fuck
That's all
Evan.
it was.
You know what I'm
So
saying?
got all-
thank you, Evan.
He got all mad at me in his house and yelled at me, and he apologized, and I told him, I go, listen, it's gonna take a little more than a little hissy fit to get rid of me, buddy. I go, I'm in love with you.
You're like, listen, the only
no
reason.
hissy fits.
That ain't what you said the next day. Fuck
Fair
that
enough.
kid. I'm done
Fair
with Brody. We're done
Okay.
forever.
Cool thing, it pulls out. I know.
You know what I'm saying?